Hi.
Hi.
Hey. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello. I'm DelcaMX, and here we are, some members of the Mexican Speedruns community. We're gonna be doing some games today, and some days tomorrow also. So, I guess we can introduce ourselves. Okay, I'm DelcaMX. I'm here, and everybody else can introduce quickly because they will be playing later today.
Hey, I'm Mr. Dino, and I'm going to be playing another Metroid 2 Remake after Delca.
Hi, I'm Sora.
Hello, I'm Pedrogas, or Pedro. We'll be playing Mulaka after, I don't know who, but I'm gonna be playing Mulaka. Honestly, I'm kind of nervous.
Okay, we're all nervous, whatever. So I guess we can get started and we can start talking after we start. So as it's a speedrun tradition, we have a timing here. I'm gonna start it right now. So let's go. So I'm gonna start talking a little about the game. This is Pato Box. I don't know if you played. I think nobody here aside from me has played this game, but it's pretty much like a punch-out game. But it's very interesting because you use a dog, as you can see, and it's also in black and white. It's very simple, like in concept, but it's pretty fun. If you haven't played it, you should play it. Also, this game is made by a Mexican developer, a Mexican studio. The studio is called Romeo. They are from Puebla. This came out, I don't remember if 2018 or 2017, something like that. Oh, okay. Whoops. Okay, something weird happens that sometimes the controllers glitch out. That's what happens right now. So, there are two buttons for each punch, and one of them, the one I use, stop working. Hopefully we have two, so it's okay. Yeah, this game kind of glitches out sometimes, but it's okay. Whatever. So
the hard edition.
Yeah. So this is the first one. I don't remember the name. It kind of has a difficult name to pronounce. But the gimmick is that these pillars that I have to destroy one of them or two of them depending on the cycle. And depending on which one I destroy, it's what she's gonna use to attack me. And the first time you play this game, it's difficult. Like, I remember playing the demo that they released, and they had this fight, and it was really difficult. I struggled a lot, and it's just the first fight. But after learning the patterns, it's not that difficult. So hopefully we'll be okay. Also, the music is really good for this game. If you haven't played it, I recommend playing it. It's on every modern platform. It's on Switch. I'm playing it on PC right now. It's on Switch and I think it's on Xbox One too, and also on PlayStation 4. Yeah, I believe it's on every modern platform, and it's constantly on sale. I think it's on sale right now. I don't know. So it's on sale all the time. I see tweets from the dev all the time.
The devs are very good.
Yeah, the devs are very nice. Oh, also for PS Vita.
Switch, PS4, Microsoft Windows, Macos, and PS Vita.
Right. So it's on every platform ever. So I recommend you play it. I hope you like this game. Like, one of the purposes we are doing this is to kind of promote games from Latin American and Spanish developers. So this is from Mexican developers. And I really like promoting like these kind of games because I know there's a lot of talent in Mexico. Sometimes it's not very well represented, maybe. But hopefully you'll like some of the games we'll be presenting today. Romeo has actually been doing very good because they made this game, and they also published another game called Neon City Riders. It's from another Mexican developer, but they published it. So I think they've been doing really good lately.
they're also publishing uh, Hollow Knight-like game that looks really good called Greek.
Oh, Greek.
Memories
That's
of
right.
Azure. It's really, really good.
Right, I forgot about the game. I think I played the demo. I don't know if there's a demo.
I played the demo and it's crazy. Like the graphic style.
Muy bien.
Yeah.
Digo, para ponerle algo de español también.
Sí, hablamos español. Somos mexicanos, pero hablamos inglés esta vez.
Manejamos los dos.
Yeah. I'm not doing like some of the crazier strats because kind of speaking while playing this game it's kind of difficult. So I'd rather not die. This is Borutki. This guy, I like this fight a lot. By the way, each boss has 3 phases. They have like the same variation of the same attacks in every phase. But usually, like, if they do that fire attack 1 time, on phase 2 they do it 2 times, and sometimes on phase 3 they do it 4 times to kind of break the norm.
So, how hard do you think this game is compared to like Punch Out?
Oh, it glitched out again. How hard? I think they're easier than Punch Out, definitely. I think I only played the original Punch Out, but it's definitely easier than that.
Got it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It has a story mode actually. By the way, I'm playing the arcade mode, which is pretty much playing all bosses one after each other. But this game, when it came out, it only had the story mode. It has a story mode. The story is pretty cool actually. It's like it's okay. Like no, nothing super special. I liked it a lot. More than I expected from a boxing game where you use a dog. Definitely, it's pretty cool. So there won't be a lot of spoilers here because I'm just playing the bosses. So you can play the story mode and find out by yourself. Oh, okay.
Would you say you are the underdog?
Kinda. The underdog. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and I like this game because it tells you like if you analyze the patterns of the bosses, they tell you what they're gonna do, but the first time you play it, you might not notice all of them, and we're gonna see that in the next battle, or one of the next battles. Like the first time I played it, it's like, how do I react so quickly, and I never figured out until I figured out there's some minor details in their animation that tell you what they're gonna do. Hey, rank S, that's nice. It's this one actually. This guy, it was so difficult when I started playing it, when I played it the first time. This guy attacks you immediately, and I died in the first phase and I didn't know why. But let's figure, maybe it's not that difficult, but maybe you can see how can you predict how he attacks. But it took me a while to figure out, sadly. I'm not very perceptive, maybe. Like that attack, it's immediate. He doesn't give, like, you have no time when he starts the attack until he hits you. You need to know he's gonna do that.
So, do you know how the idea of this game like came to life?
I have no idea. It's weird.
I've read somewhere about the dev that he said something like, I was just thinking, and the first 2 words that came to my mind are the ones that I put them. And he was, so I have a dog and a box, but actually like a box, not boxing.
Ah, okay.
The object of a box. And it's okay, Pato Box. That's what's gonna be. That's what is gonna, happen. And then
right.
he just like mix the box concept and make it like real to boxing. And it's like okay, and they work and they punch out with a dog.
Yeah. Okay, that's weird. I didn't know that.
How many games are we gonna play tonight? All indies?
Alright.
Are every game we play indie? Mine is indie. Okay. Sorry, it's not indie, and Dino, yes, that's indie.
We can consider it indie, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That one is kind of tricky to define.
Yeah.
Pero sí, de casi toda la mayoría son, si no es que todos, menos el MIP.
this phase is kind of hard because there is food and socks and other nasty stuff, and you need to throw the food in the thing. How's it called? Where he's cooking, la olla, and everything else to his face, so he gets kind of like I don't know. Well, you need to it kind of distracts him. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh, that's nice. This fight is hard because the second phase, starting on the second phase, you need to pay a lot of attention to. If you grab food on your right hand and a rat on your left hand, you need to throw each one to different places, to its face or to the food. So you need to pay a lot of attention. It's kind of hard.
Afraid of sometimes, so that's why sometimes we just don't talk too much. There are some parts that need to be like.
Yeah, there's definitely some parts where I'm not gonna talk. I think this is one of the hardest fights, in my opinion, or at least the ones that I haven't practiced enough, probably.
Oh, by the way, guys, we are 4 right now with camera, but also all the speed running team is actually in call. So also the guys that are gonna be running like tomorrow are here with us.
Speedruns Mexico, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, I'm doing better now that I'm not talking.
Yeah, the concentration needs to be at the top.
I need to
pretty
throw.
sure.
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's better if I don't talk.
I was gonna say that, well, I played Punch Out, I have never played this game, but like, it's not only like visual cues in this type of games, like there's a lot of times that you need to also be paying a lot of attention to like the actual sounds. Like, there's a lot of indications where you have to dodge things and where you have to punch things based on both visual cues and audio cues, so I can only imagine that Delca has to like really focus in some of these fights to be able to do them as optimal as possible.
De hecho, en esa pelea nos comentaba Delca que una de las referencias visuales es la langosta que está en la olla, que justamente cuando Lensai levanta su tenaza va a hacer un ataque.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't notice that for a lot of time, and I died on the first phase, and I like, what am I doing wrong? And he attacks with no. He wastes no time. When he starts one of his animation, that one, when he attacks vertically, it's immediate, and I'm like, how do I react to that? It's impossible. Okay, but yeah, then I notice, oh, he kind of tells you what he's gonna do. Then it gets very easy.
All right, and while we're seeing this, Delca, I think it's a good time to remember the Unidos Online is a 3-day live stream event presented by Latinx in gaming with support from IGDA Foundation. It will celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month with game showcases, let's plays, and talks on topics from Latinx culture to game development, highlighting the intersection of Latinx culture and all the things related. It's also raising funds for Game Heads and Pantera.
So yeah, if you're capable of, feel free to donate.
Yep. For good causes here. It's so glad to be invited. Also, by the way, thank you for Latinx to organizing this event.
Yeah. If this battle is it's kind of an auto-scroller. I'm gonna do probably 224 in the end, unless I messed up. I have a spoiler here, so I'm not even looking at the screen while I do this. I'm looking at my other screen where I have my spoiler, because it's the same pattern every time.
That's cheating.
Yeah, that's kind of cheating, but I haven't learned, to be honest. This fight, it's kind of long, so, and I'm messing up. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
I got it. Nice. Like, every time like the music cycles, if I didn't get enough like energy, I will have to do the cycle again. So that's where you lose time. Luckily, I didn't do it, and I need. There's another phase. Let's see if I can get it.
Okay, so you need to be concentrated here. I shouldn't be talking what.
That's okay. You can talk.
So yeah, also we're reading chat. So if you got any questions related with the games or actually the community of speedrunning in Mexico or in Latin America in general, feel free to ask. We've been part of this for a while, actually.
Igualmente, si tienen preguntas en español, no tengo ningún problema con escribirlas. Con gusto las responderemos.
No, hombre, gracias.
Yeah, I like this fight. Like it's auto-scroller. Like there's not a lot you can do to save time. There's actually nothing to save time. But I like it because it's kind of rhythm-based.
That's why in the back.
Yeah.
Moving like crazy. It's like we're dancing over there.
Yeah. So let's say I probably got like 224.03. Yeah. It's weird because I got 224.3, but my time is 224, and somebody got like a few milliseconds less than that. I don't know how they did it. The game sometimes measures time different. I don't know. It's so weird. It's an auto-scroller, so it's weird that we have different times.
After PC.
Yeah.
The SSD is carrying the run there.
Yeah. And now we fight against an actual boxer. Wow. This fight is kind of weird. I haven't practiced it enough. Like the patterns are kind of weird. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. So you can talk.
Well, we see a left, we see a right, we see a punch in the face of the dog right now. Then the dog is taking back into the guy. Left, right, left, right. Oh yeah.
Also, do you know how caster is his part-time job? He cast.
Yeah. Oh.
I wish it was a job and not just a hobby. Yeah, that guy looks pretty cool. It's like I like the details on the background as well as the scenarios here. I think they look pretty good. Yeah, the mustache.
Yeah, there's a lot of things dog shape, to say the least, in this game. Actually, the last boss is it's gonna be interesting. Actually, the last boss in arcade mode, it's a boss that doesn't exist in the story mode. Oh, yeah, like it was kind of it came with the update that came with arcade mode, like an extra boss. That's the most difficult boss, but I still prefer that against other. I can talk, but I prefer that to Pisicanatre, which is the chef. Okay, I'm gonna take it easy because I'm gonna die.
That's kind of risky right here. Okay, so what else can we talk about, guys? Don't be quiet, please. Don't be shy.
I guess we can talk about, because I mean we're used to doing these events in front of people that are like very familiar with like speedruns, but I think we can speak about what a speedrun is and like how you can be a speedrunner maybe. Like what do you think a speedrun is, Pedro?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. I would say just finishing a game fast, no matter what. Honestly, like as soon as the things you use for speedrunning are actually in the game, are not added by extra programs, tools, or modifications, dude, that's the speedrunning. Like even if there's like a big glitch that triggers the credits just because you jumped 3 times at the very beginning of a level, that should be counted as a speedrun because it's part of the game. Probably not the way the developers want it to be,
yeah, definitely,
but it's part of the game, so that's what speedrunning is.
Yeah.
This game is pretty straightforward. Tu opinión en español. A ver, sí.
Okay.
Yes.
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 No.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is pretty straightforward. Like it really has like an arcade mode, which you fight all the bosses and it gives you a final time. So I like when games do that. But other games that we're gonna see later have we can use glitches and other stuff not intended by developers. And about this fight, this is my favorite fight and my favorite character in the game, and I like this song a lot. And I mentioned early, but I like the music in this game a lot. So if you want to listen to it, it's on Spotify. So I invite you to listen to the soundtrack. It's very good.
You can explain that last joke a bit. Sora over there. Sora, please. He, he,
Uh-huh.
he's 100% Spanish only pro.
No, he's yes.
Well,
It's a yes.
1% yes.
In-
That's right.
No,
Well,
No.
50-50?
50-50.
50-50 yes. No, right?
50 sí, por supuesto.
Ah, ya ves, ya ves.
Yes, amigo Pato, yes.
Okay. The thing about this fight is that okay, when I had the thing, I forgot the name in English. That the controllers get reversed, so it sucks.
Inverted?
Yeah, but it's okay. Okay, I could hit her. I always she always surprises me with that attack. Like, okay, I died because that stupid attack. Okay, let's do it again. I have 3 tries. It's okay. Still trying. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah, this fight, I like this fight and I have it practiced. I'm surprised I actually died in this fight because it's probably the one that I practice the most. But okay. This attack sucks because as you can see, I cannot do anything while she does that, so I need to wait. So when I was actually trying to get good times, if you get that 2 or 3 times, yeah, you're probably not gonna get a very good time. And it's completely random. That's what I don't like about speedrunning this game, because there's a lot of RNG involved. That's okay.
So if you lose the 3 dogs, like the 3 1-ups, do you have to restart from the beginning, or you can just continue from where you left?
Yeah, at that point the arcade run is over. But luckily, if that happens, which might happen, to be honest, I can choose the stage, the boss I want to fight individually, so it's okay.
Got it.
Yeah, like the arcade run is dead at that point, but at least to showcase, I can show all the bosses. Also, there's only Faith, which is this boss, and the last boss, the last secret boss. So we're almost over.
Alright, so we have a special guest here that you guys cannot look on the screen right now, but he's gonna be running a game as well tomorrow. Blasphemous, I think, is the one for him. But he's gonna be telling you a little bit more about the community, the speedrunning community, and just a little bit more about this and how we know each other, how we got together. So with you guys, it's Ova right now.
Hey, thank you, Dino. Thank you, Dino. How is everyone doing? My name is Ova, and yep, I'm doing Blasphemous tomorrow, Saturday. So I hope I can see you guys there. Well, to say the least, we started playing video games. Everyone here loves video games. All of us started to just enjoy games, and we decided eventually, after playing the same game over and over, that we can actually do this game like faster. So that's why we started to understand our games and started to search for info, for strats, for glitches if there's any available, and that's why we got to know each other. Eventually we just randomly how can I put this, we randomly just found like every other member of the speedrun community by looking on specific game titles. Most likely we don't even knew that we were Mexican in the first place until we actually started randomly speaking Spanish, because that's how we work. No, always it's we have to assume that we have to speak English, right? So that's why. Yeah, so we started basically doing this for passion, but now that we're getting somewhere, once again, thank you so much for the staff for the invitation. We wanted to make this community grow like bigger. That's our purpose, and we want to actually show the people that speedruns are not difficult. Sure, it can take a little bit of practice, but in the end, it's just a matter of practice and dedication. That's it.
Ok, ahorita si quieren me comentan en español, vamos a ver un poquito la parte final de en esa parte delta. Vamos a poner un poquito de atención y si quieres decirnos algo ahorita acerca de
Yeah.
la dificultad.
Yeah, this boss is this boss was not in the story mode, so when they added arcade mode, they added this secret boss, which is Dark Pato. I don't know the lore about Dark Pato because it's not in the story mode, but he destroyed me when they released it. It's very hard. Like trying to react to what he does, it's very difficult. You need to know what he's gonna do depending on his pattern, on his animations, and it's still very difficult. Like hopefully I'll get it first try, but it is very difficult. So I'll probably stop talking right now, but the run is about to be over, just to let you know.
Okay, so something I wanna comment, it was like we'll run different like games. We're not just stuck on running one game specifically. Well, I do, but the other guys actually run multiple games. So I will start asking you guys what games do you also speedrun?
Man.
Sora,
¿Perdón?
¿qué juegos haces speedrun?
No puede esto, se me congeló y no sé si fui yo o...
You have issues?
Aquí está Sora.
Okay. ¿A qué juegos le haces speedrun?
Pues actualmente estoy tratando de conseguir un poco agrandar mi acervo en Castlevania, entonces actualmente estoy aprendiéndome lo que es Area of Sorrow, también le hago al Dan of Sorrow, que es la continuación directa de Nintendo 10, Symphony of the Night, que es un juego musical secreto, Mega Man X, y unos cuantos ahí que son memes, Barbie, de Super Nintendo.
Nice.
¿Qué otro tipo de meme? El Hora de Aventura, ¿no es cierto? Ajá. Y pues nada, básicamente ahorita estoy enfocándome mucho en lo que es Castlevania y Mega Man, las series de estos dos juegos. Pues, como apoyar, realmente en la comunidad tratamos de abarcar muchos juegos. En este caso, pues cada uno ahorita van a escuchar de su propia palabra cuáles juegos hacemos cada uno de nosotros.
Okay. Dino?
Hey,
are you for that?
That's actually very interesting because I got that asked a lot, and honestly, both Dino and Dino are fine. I run many different games. I started with a Metroid game that is the one that I'm gonna be showcasing. Then I did Metroid Zero Mission. I do Cuphead, The Messenger. I do Bronchi the Bronchiosaurus for SNES. I don't know. Yeah, we're record holder that has not been verified for like 4 months now.
Wow. Don't die, please. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's nice.
Oh.
It's okay, we have time.
All right.
You can keep on talking.
But yeah, I mean, I just like to run like many different games, like they were saying. I think once you get into speedrunning, it kind of gets like, I don't know, you just want to speedrun like every game that you like. Of course, it's not possible because you have to dedicate it sometimes. I mean, depending on what are your goals, right? Like you can just do a speedrun without like all the major strats and you're gonna be fine if you have fun with that. If you want to push a game to another limit, then you have to invest time. But I just enjoy learning new games and... Oh, I run Eagle Island. I forgot about Eagle Island.
That's another good indie game. Not developed by like Latinx or like Hispanic people, but it's a really good one. They're gonna pick the side of that game.
Yeah, it's a super fun game as well. Very good speedrun, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I just like 2D platformers. I guess would be kind of my thing. Kind of indie games as well. But yeah, I like retro. I like a lot of things. How about you, Pedro? Tell us about your multiple Halo records.
I'm the Halo guy in Mexico. Like in the Halo speedrunning community, I'm known as the guy that speaks Spanish. Honestly, the Halo speedrunning community is not like very big to be honest, but it's old. It's really old, almost 20 years now. So yeah, I'm speedrunner. I also speedrun like Mexican developed games. I really like speedrunning games that are developed by Mexicans. It's just something that I like. Like once I say like if there is gonna be a speedrun of a Mexican game, the world record holder must be Mexican. So that's what I even like change to games like Mulaka that are not even first-person shooters or that type of games I would play, but I actually enjoy playing because are just like developed by Mexicans. I really like that idea.
Very interesting.
Mhm.
How about you, Delta?
I don't know what you asked me, so give me a minute.
Se concentre.
Over there, Oba, you there?
I'm here. What's up?
What's your speed games? What are your speed games?
Okay. Well, this is kind of difficult because I think I run a lot of games now. So let me try my best to actually remember all of my speed games. So I started playing. I started playing Mega Man X2, Mega Man X3. Those were my main games for a while, like almost 2 years. But I decided to give it up and just go for another point of view. That's why I wanted to learn like all my favorite games. Right now I'm speedrunning Sonic Adventure 2, both Hero and Dark Story mode. Um, I I run Resident Evil 2 Remake. I speedrun Hollow Knight. I speedrun Last of Us, which I'm gonna showcase tomorrow. And there's a lot of games actually.
Let's say
Bloodstained, yeah, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 1. And Dark Souls, Tiny Toons Adventure for the SNES, and Dark Souls 70%, which is the games that I can remember right now. But obviously there's more.
Okay.
The new Zelda.
Yeah, it's over. I finished. Woo! Yeah, okay. That fight was a little too difficult. I could try again, but we are a little over time, so I think it's better to continue to the next game. But I showed the whole game, so it's probably okay.
Yeah, that was the last fight. Sadly,
It's difficult, and it's kind of difficult trying to play while talking or even listening to other people.
yeah,
But
we cannot just be quiet all the time. So sorry for that.
yeah, but it's okay. I showed all the bosses, so I hope you like the game. And we'll be changing to the next game, I guess. Are you ready? What's next?
vamos, que sería
It seems we're gonna be taking a 2-minute break
Okay.
before the next game. Yeah.
That's cool. Then we'll be back in a little moment. Thank you guys for watching.
Right. See you in a moment.
Yeah. Yes.
yes.
No, hombre, güey. we're ready.
All right. All right. Yeah, I think we're here. We're back. We're gonna be doing. Well, this is Mr. Dino. In case you guys were not watching previous run by Delca, GG's to Delca for doing Pato Box. All of the four of us, we're gonna be running different games today. All of these games were developed by like Latin game developers. And the one that I'm gonna be running, it's gonna be another Metroid 2 remake, and I'm gonna be explaining a little bit more about the game. But before I do that, well, let's get to it. Alright, so another Metroid 2 remake was a game made by fans. The main developer was, it's called Milton Wasti, aka Dr. M64. He's just a Metroid lover, just like many other people, and he did this because there was never another take on Metroid 2 other than the Game Boy one. Nowadays, there's already the 3DS version. That's the take of Nintendo about this game, but this is pretty much a reimagining of the Metroid 2 game on the series that was developed for Game Boy. He did such an amazing job with this game that later on, Milton, or Dr. M64, he was actually hired to be the main level designer for Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which I think it's amazing, and I think that was very well deserved because he did such a great job with this game. I'm gonna be explaining a little bit more about the mechanics of the game, the mechanics of the speedrun in a moment. But the first thing that you gotta know, I don't think we're the heroes in this game, I think we're the villains. Mainly because the main storyline, we were sent here to this planet to exterminate this life species called the Metroids. They apparently are like extremely dangerous, so Samus was hired. Samus is a bounty hunter. She was hired to pretty much just extinguish the life of absolutely every living Metroid. So you're gonna be seeing a counter on the top right corner. That counter indicates the amount of Metroids that there are in any specific area. And the game is designed in a way that you cannot move on to the next area until you kill every single Metroid on the area you are on. And those kills requires a lot of AI manipulation. Some of them are a little bit more RNG than others, but it's mostly a lot of AI manipulation pretty much. But yeah, this is AM2R. In the meantime, we can ask Delca. Delca, how you felt with your previous run?
Felt good, most of it. I found out something very interesting, that playing that game is very difficult when you're talking or even when listening to people. So I found something about myself today. That's good.
Nice. Well, I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna be playing Pato Box early. And how about you, Pedro? You're gonna be doing Mulaka. Wanna tell us a little bit more about what Mulaka is?
Oh yeah, you should stick around watching this because Mulaka, the game, it's after your run, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Sí, gracias. Okay, Mulaka, it's a Mexican indie game. It's a hack and slash developed by the Mexican developers or the Mexican company or group or whatever, like publisher, called Lienzo. They are situated in Chihuahua, Mexico. And it's a really good game that brings all the culture from the native Mexicans of the north part of the country and put that in a video game. Something like what God of War did with all the Greeks. I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, basically took all the culture of the Tarahumaras, that are the how they called, and put it in a video game. It was a great job. It started in a Kickstarter, as a Kickstarter campaign, and they got help from the government and various universities from the country to do the research, and they did a great job. You can discover a lot of culture of Mexico besides sombreros, tacos, and all that.
Oh, I miss my sombrero. I'm gonna get my sombrero mid-run. I forgot to wear it.
Yeah, you can discover a lot of our culture or some of like our ancestors by playing that game, because it has a lot of hints and facts about that.
Nice.
What else? Who's next? Sora, what? ¿Qué nos dices de tu juego?
Un poquito. Es un juego, perdón, que en su momento salió en la página web de Cartoon Network. Por alguna extraña razón, pues ya ven que los quitan y le dieron la tarea, le encomendaron la tarea a un estudio en Argentina, Buenos Aires, Argentina, que se llama NG Studios.
¿Puedes
De
hablar
hacer,
más fuerte, por favor?
sí, de hacer un port para PC completamente remasterizado en HD y también agregando unas cositas extras para el jueguito. La verdad es que está muy padre. Fue un juego que fue bien recibido en la página. Fue de uno de los más jugados estadísticamente. Y pues nada, es básicamente eso de que es una aventura a lo caricatura de Adventure Time, ¿saben? Algo como muy relacionado a los videojuegos y de por sí la caricatura está muy dado a ese tipo de cositas. Pues aquí lo plasman completamente como videojuego. Y pues nada, es básicamente vencer unos cuantos jefes y llegar al final para vencer a la muerte. Que bueno, no sé si es posible matar a la muerte, pero ya lo vimos en Castlevania, parece que sí.
Pero siempre revive, man. En todos los juegos sale.
Que la matas para que nazca una nueva.
Exactamente, aquí te dice que es la misma.
No, pues yo me imagino, pues. El juego se presta a la imaginación. Alright, so this is the first section. There's a lot of sections in the game that I can die. This is the first one of them. My HP, as you can see, is like very low. So I'm gonna be very careful here. Ah! Well, sorry about that. That was very close. That was very close. As you can see, I only have 3 HP, so I have to be very careful. The good thing about this game is that there's a lot of save stations, and in this game, the save stations make a refill from your HP as well as your ammo. So there's a lot of places which is faster to just go ahead and save. It's good for 2 things. One, because I got a free refill. The second one, because in case that I die, I don't have to, like, the run's not over. Like, I can just restart from the last save point, which is pretty good. So this guy right here, I gotta focus a little bit. So if you guys want to talk.
Oba, you there?
I have a question. Like, I haven't played the original Metroid 2. I played it like for 5 minutes because I had it there, just for curiosity. But I know it's kind of different to Metroid 1 and Metroid 3. I know. I think it's not a Metroidvania. It's more like a linear adventure. So is this game the same, or do they add? I think they add elements from Super Metroid, right?
Yeah,
something.
There's like new areas on this game to give a little bit more of that Metroidvania kind of feeling. That's for sure. And however, even though the Game Boy game, it's kind of linear, it kind of is, but I think due to the Game Boy limitations, and since a lot of areas look like exactly the same, and you still don't have a map like in Super Metroid, you could get lost pretty easily. Even it's kind of linear if you know the way. If you don't know the way, it's very easy for you to get lost, and there's still like upgrades and a few things like out of the way that it would still made it feel a little bit more like a exploration type of thing. So it's like, yes, it's linear, but usually when you know the route, if you don't know the route, it's pretty easy to like just get lost, or I don't know, just like see, explore, and every now and then you could definitely get like items and upgrades for doing a little bit of exploration.
Yeah, getting lost is part of the Metroid experience, to be honest.
It is. It definitely is. Yeah, this is probably my favorite genre. Like, Metroid is definitely my favorite franchise, but even besides Metroid, I just enjoy like Metroidvanias in general. I think they're really fun. I love how your character develops into a super strong character compared to where you started. I don't know, there's many things about Metroidvanias that I like a lot. As well as the difficulty. Most of them are not like super easy. They are like kind of medium to like really hard sometimes.
Oba, ¿estás por ahí?
Sí, estoy.
Ok, ¿podrías ayudarnos un poquito explicando un poco lo que es Latinx?
Yes, I can. All right, so let's talk about a little bit of Latinx in gaming. Latinx in gaming was founded in 2017. So it works to increase Latinx representation across the gaming industry, collaborating with studios to creating gaming showcases and connecting Latinx individuals working in games to opportunities to improve their skills. Latinx in gaming promotes good cultural appreciation and representation in games and related content. If you want to know more about this, you can go visit Latinx website and join the Discord and follow on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, thanks, Uba.
No problem.
So yeah, like thanks a lot for giving us this opportunity. We're actually all like part of the Speedruns Mexico speedrunning community. Like, dude, we're all like Mexican speedrunners. We all live here in the country of Mexico. We have done some events similar to what GDQ is, but not that big, honestly. We're more like a small community here in the country, and we are trying to represent all the speedrunning community here and just let people know what it is and that we can actually have fun doing this. So yeah, that's who we are, like Speedruns Mexico. We started in 2017, I think. One of the current Twitch Latam staff made the first ever event. She wasn't even like part of the staff when she did it, but like basically she invited all of us from different parts and different states from the country to go to Monterrey, that is a state in the north part of the country, and we met there in 2017 and started talking. We organized more events and traveled to different parts of Mexico just to play video games, and we became really good friends. So yeah, that's a brief story of how we began.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a great story. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it's fun. I always like to remember how it all started. Like, it's been difficult. There's like the community, the Speedruns community has been growing lately a lot. I think there's been more and more people playing games, speedrunning games in Mexico, but it's still kind of like a niche hobby. Like, there's still not as popular as I would like, or as in other countries. But we've been growing and we're doing good. This year, sadly, we have to cancel some events, but that's okay.
Sí, justamente también como lo mencionaba Oba hace ratito, si bien es cierto lo que dice Delca, que ha ido creciendo de poco a poco, pero digo, a final de cuentas, crecer es una señal buena. Y pues bueno, toda la gente que estamos aportando en esta comunidad, somos gente que nos gustan los videojuegos y lo hacemos esto por pasión y por amor al arte, como bien se dice, ¿no? Si la gente está interesada, es muy fácil aprender un speedrun. También como lo mencionaba Dino, sí es cierto que puedes hacer un speedrun de cualquier juego, pero hay ciertos puntos en específico de cada uno de ellos que pues te piden un poco más de dificultad. Entonces, no les tengan miedo, en realidad es solamente de práctica muchos de ellos. Suena un poco apabullante saber un poco de glitches, manipulaciones en el juego, cosas, estrategias, strats de ese tipo. Entonces, no se preocupen, si están interesados, igual toda la comunidad, aunque no sean de México, estamos para ayudar. En realidad la comunidad es a nivel mundial, que como que está un poco implícito eso, y nos apoyamos entre todos. Si quieren aprender algún juego, deberían de empezar por saber cuál juego, ¿no? Y uno de ellos es por lo regular es tu juego favorito, el que no te cansas de jugarlo, porque es un punto muy importante. Vas a estar reseteando mucho, vas a estar jugándolo muchas veces, muchas horas. Entonces debe ser un juego que por lo regular no te fastidie, no te harte, no te aburra. Entonces un buen punto de partida es empezar por ahí, ¿no? ¿Qué juego es mi favorito? ¿De cuál no me aburriría? Y desde ahí empezar a investigar un poco, viendo videos, viendo speedruns, strats, y después conforme lo vayas intentando, te vas informando más en la comunidad.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to mention. Like something from my side, when I started speedrunning, I didn't know anything about the speed game. I was just like, I knew a few tricks because they were on YouTube, like the big tricks. I learned them, and then when I started doing my own streams, people that actually run the game got hyped and came to my chat and started talking and trying to explain me how to do it. Sometimes that can be annoying, but in my case it wasn't. They knew when to give me help without asking it, and they were very patient when I was like doing something. Because sometimes you will practice the same trick or the same section for 2 or 3 or 5 hours, even like 2 or 3 or 5 days, or sometimes it can become weeks of just
Or
of
years.
just practicing, or years. Well, if you take years practicing one single thing, you should like think if you're doing it right, or you should move.
You should probably not speedrun. I'm just kidding.
You should learn another way.
You should probably
No.
find another hobby.
But yeah, speedrunning communities in general, as I have lived, they are very. How can I say this? They accept everyone. They are not like rude. That's at least what has happened to me. Like everyone is really good, very nice people.
Yeah, I wanted to add on that now that we were talking about communities. If this is a hobby that you think you like and you want to give it a try, definitely go ahead for it. And I was gonna say that I love speedrunning, I really do, but I think my favorite part of this speedrunning journey, it's mostly getting to know a lot of people, like all these guys right here on the call. We're not even from the same city, except for Delca and myself. But all the rest are from like different cities in whole Mexico, and it's been amazing like getting to know these guys and getting to hang out like once or twice a year. Maybe not this year, but also I was able to go this year also to EDQ, and like people, even if they're like the top runners, the world record holders or whatever of their games, and they're like, I don't know, Twitch streamers with like thousands of viewers, everybody's like super cool and super welcoming in the community. And I think that has been my favorite part about speedrunning, getting to know all these cool people.
Yeah,
And
and
now
that's
I got a mash. Sorry.
And that's something like happens in general, not only like with English communities, like a lot of Latinos, Hispanic communities are also welcoming. There are different speedrunning communities in other countries like Colombia, Chile, Spain, España, yeah. And they are very welcoming. They are really good people. Delca has more experience with those, talking with people from other communities like that, and they are very. How can I say it? I don't have words to describe that.
You can do it in Spanish, man.
Son muy chidos.
Pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're very friendly and they're very welcoming, so to speak. It's a common thing. Like in whatever game you want to speedrun, you'll probably find a lot of friendly people. It happened to me recently. Like I couldn't find how to do a certain trick, and I just got into the Discord and asked, and they showed me exactly what I needed, and that was pretty cool. And there's a community called Speedruns Español, which pretty much is where we all gather for online events from all Latin American countries and Spain. And yeah, we have our own communities in each country, but that's like the biggest community in Spanish. And the US can. What was the question again? That was
Yes.
yes.
Yes? Yes.
Yes. So yeah, I think I think what we want to say is that speedrunning might be kind of weird, might be kind of scary, but once you try it, I mean, you might try it and you might not like it, but at least you should try it. Maybe you like it, but it's not as difficult as it looks. I mean, it's difficult and you need to invest time if you want to have like good times, or certain glitches are really difficult, but it's not as hard to get started. And something cool that we're doing today and tomorrow is that we are showcasing a lot of games from Latin American developers and Spanish developers. So That's also pretty cool. So I hope you get something from this. I hope you get inspired, maybe start speedrunning, and maybe support some Mexican developers like Romeo, which made Pato Box, and other the games we're gonna see later.
Yeah, also, I had a quick talk during the week with the developers of the game I will be running. They actually were hyped about it. Not sure if they will like be able to watch it because it's kind of late over here.
In Chihuahua
But-
it's earlier, I think.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think.
Oh yeah, we live in the past in the north. Yeah.
But,
live in
but I
the-
sent them like a message and told them, and they were like, they were happy because the game is like 2 or 3 years old, and like still like showcasing it in speedruns. It's something they really like, and they really helped a lot. Sometimes when a developer sees the game he made or it made destroyed by some random guy, they get mad and they pull patches to block all the tricks. In this case they didn't. They were like, okay, we actually like it because most of those things we put them there intentionally, and we thought no one would find them or it will take years, and in a few months you did it, so you are leaving it there. Thanks for playing our game, and if you have any comments to improve, go ahead. And I told them like, oh yeah, there's a glitch that soft locks the game if you do this, and they fix it. Like they pulled an update to fix that problem because it was something very common. Mulaka, it's the game is actually the first Mexican it's the first Mexican game that was in every console, Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It was the first one. Not at the same time, but eventually in all the platforms. And when they bring the Switch version, they updated the rest of them with the fix of that soft lock glitch.
There's Mulaka for
So-
Switch?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
And
pretty
there's
cool.
a physical version for enthusiasts. for
Nice.
people that really like, you can
Do
actually
you
buy
have it?
The
No,
release, I was
I
waiting
haven't
for it.
before.
I never got any news about it. I was waiting for the physical release.
There is, but I think you need to do like a special order or something and asking Twitter.
Yeah, I knew there was gonna be a physical copy, but I was waiting like, okay, when are they actually gonna announce it so I can pre-order it? I don't know if it actually happened and I missed it.
And there's also like, I think the physical release comes with a documentary on how they did it, because it was a research of 2 years of all the culture and how they could put it in a video game.
Oh, that honestly sounds pretty cool. Now I kind of want to have it.
Yeah, I always try to support Mexican developers when I can. Like, I've been buying and getting, watching like the development and the release of a lot of games. And I haven't played all of them. I still have to play Neon City Riders, but it looks pretty cool. And I haven't played. Also, I haven't played Mulaka, but because I was waiting for the physical release.
For
but
the
I'm not-
physical release.
yeah, but they're pretty good and they had a lot of success, which actually makes me happy. And I don't know. I really like to support Mexican developers as much as I can. I mean, as much as I can means I buy the game, right? So maybe maybe speedrun the game and maybe and let others people know that this game exists and it's pretty cool.
Oh man, I just missed some of the hardest tricks in the game. There's this ability called Speed Booster. If you're running faster and you press the down button, you store something called the Shine Spark, and you're gonna be seeing me using that a lot. That's like the fastest way to travel on this game. There's a lot of tricks, however, with that thing. I'm gonna be pulling another one right now if everything goes right, because you can store the Shine Spark for about like 4 to 5 seconds. And for example, I'm gonna try to do a fight right here, storing this. Like, I'm gonna restore it, and now there you go. So there's a lot, like once you get the speed booster, there's a lot of strats like that one that you just wanna keep this thing as long as possible, because as you can see, it's like way too different. Like right there, I missed it, and now I have to do this super slow jumps all the way up here. But now it's probably my favorite Shine Spark trick here. I mean, Mac Bolt trick. Let's see if I get it. I got it. Let's see if I... oh man. Well, that was pretty close. You can store that one all the way until here. And as you can see, it's definitely way faster than just like regular walking.
It was actually good. Like, you don't lose that much time there.
Yeah, yeah, especially like you can lose like way more time if you don't get even half of that trick. And also, we already have super missiles. It's very important, like the missile management on this game. Like right now, I need at least 2, so I'm gonna farm to try to get this. There it is. Because Metroids are split into different categories. The first ones that I find are the weakest one, called the Alpha Metroids. Now these ones are the Beta Metroids, and Beta Metroids, like they have way more HP and are tougher. And I miss that missile. But they die from 2 super missiles or like 10 regular missiles. So pretty much each super, which are the green missiles, does 5 times the damage of a regular one. However, super missiles are like very scarce, so you really wanna hold on to them and just use them whenever you need them.
Yeah, as you mentioned, real streams. It's pretty cool when developers kind of think about the speedrun community. Like they don't have to completely make their game aim to them, but there are a lot of examples where I think the game is made better when they get in touch with them, or at least kind of consider them. Like I think the best example for me is Celeste, or Celeste. I don't know how you pronounce it in English, but I pronounce it Celeste. It's a very cool platforming game. I love it actually. I think it's awesome. And it's awesome in a casual way, but also in a speedrunning way, because they kind of hit some strats that are not glitches, but you don't need them to complete the game. So you can play it casually and never knew about those. But if you're speedrunning the game, you can learn those kind of advanced movements, and it's pretty cool that it just exists. And thinking about the speedrun community, you might think, how are they gonna break my game? What are they gonna do here? So I think it's a pretty cool, it's a pretty nice thing to have in consideration.
Yeah, and I think like nowadays, like you guys said, speedrunning is still kind of a niche type of thing. But I think it's getting a little bit more popular, and there's a lot of developers that are actually taking speedrunning more and more into consideration. Especially like they might patch, like for example, in my case, I know like Cuphead and Messenger, and in Cuphead, well, they patch a lot of things that were definitely game-breaking mechanics. However, they allowed for speedrunners to be able to still play the old version of the game in case they wanted to use that for speedrunning. And like, there's more and more developers, like Delca was saying, that have speedrunning in mind, or at least consider them before they do like big changes to their games, because that could like mess up leaderboards and rules and stuff like that. There's a misconception sometimes that the speedrunners... Oh man, let me... Come on. Sorry, this guy was just being not a good guy. And don't kill me. I was gonna say, there's a misconception that speedrunners are like cheaters and stuff like that. And it's not really that. Like, yeah, we use a lot of glitches and mechanics that were not intended, but usually that is predefined on a certain set of rules. Like, it's not like we play against people not using that. Like, everybody's on like the same playing field, and I'm just gonna... I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. No, oh, come on, let me escape. Let me escape. All right. I'm just sorry. I'm just gonna go refill. I'm gonna come back and take care of that guy. And yeah, there's a misconception that speedrunners are cheaters, but it's really not. Like, usually there's a set of rules for every category, and those set of rules like apply for absolutely every individual trying to run that category. So it's not like we're never comparing times to like just a regular playthrough or something like that. Like, all the speedrunners already practice their glitches, they already practice their out of bounds, and there are games like Delca was saying, like Celeste, that game is just like really fast, no RNG, like a lot of it is just pure execution with mechanics that the game intended to put in there. So yeah, like there's games that are being developed that way nowadays with speedrunning in mind. All right, let's go ahead and try to kill that guy again. I almost died. That would have been pretty bad. Like, would have been like a 10-minute time like that right there, which is pretty scary, especially on a marathon. All right. Where is it that estimates are just a suggestion, right?
Yeah, I'm like.
We're
The
like 1 hour
president
ahead
of
from
that.
schedule, right? So. Come on, dude. Oh man.
Just a
There you
random
go.
fact. Like I always go overestimating the marathon, or all like by 1 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, I was actually
boy.
doing pretty good today on practice. I got a run that was like PB pace up until like half the run, until I died. But it was pretty good, and this run is a run that exists.
That exists.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good enough. But yeah, it's definitely like way too far from like getting a PB. By the way, a PB, it's a personal best. That means like the best time that you have ever gotten on a game. And when you see like WR, that's world records. All right. So right now we're like around half the section of the game, and we're gonna have a little bit of a piece of words by our good friend Delca right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to tell. Okay. Yeah, they told me to. They told me to tell you this. That remember, during these 3 days, we'll be raising funds for Game Heads and Pantera. Pantera is the only organization in the world that is devoted exclusively to the conservation of the world's 40 wildcat species and their ecosystems. And you can visit their site. It's pantera.org. And Gameheads uses video game design to prepare and train low-income youth for careers in the tech and video game industries. You can check their websites. It's Gamehead Soulclan. Gamehead.
No te preocupes. Ponemos el link y
Yeah, you might see the link somewhere there in the
right.
chat. Yeah, so please,
Yeah,
you can donate if you can, please. If you have some if you are able to. I know it's we are having hard times right now, and not everybody might be able, but if you can, please donate.
Yeah, and also thank you everybody that is watching. Muchas gracias a todos los que están viendo. I hope you guys are having a good time. Like, there's still one more day of events. There's a lot of different conferences.
Actually, today.
Today? Is it already
Friday,
past 12?
It's Saturday and Sunday. Two. It's 2 days.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I thought you meant like we were gonna be continuing today, like after speedrunning
no.
or something. I was like, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have 2 more days of this event, so make sure to check out the schedule. There's a lot of like good conferences, gameplays, game developers, like people in the industry, more speedrunning as well. So definitely check it out. And everybody is from like Latin representation. Y sí, también hablamos español. ¿Cómo de que no? Mira, Sora, platícanos algo.
Yes. No,
Lúcete.
para la gente que habla español, les recordamos que durante estos días pues se va a recaudar fondos para estas dos organizaciones, ¿no? Que son Gameheads y Pantera. Pantera se dedica perdón, a la conservación de 40 especies de gatos o felinos, por así decirlos, y también junto con sus ecosistemas, ¿no? Y bueno, como mencionaba también hace ratito Delca, Gamehead se puso a usar todo el diseño de videojuegos, ¿no? Para poder incentivar a las carreras, al diseño de toda esta industria, vaya.
Oh, yo, my sombrero boy is
Yeah.
back.
Sombrero boy.
So,
The
I was
sombrero
missing
increases the
this.
speed.
It's
I
not
got no
Mr.
sombrero
Dino
here.
without the sombrero.
Yeah.
gotta be trademark now.
I got no sombreros over here.
Espera.
I'm not Mexican.
Yo
Yeah, I got
tengo- no.
I have something very Mexican. It's on my wall. It's a frame of the Mega Man X cover.
Nice. Oh, that was not.
Trying to find something related, but there is nothing here.
Yeah, nothing on my side.
Come on, Pedro.
I have a bottle of tequila. I'm gonna show it.
Oh, the piñata. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
There's
Vamos a
only.
dejarla por aquí porque está un poco grandecita.
No, I'm a bad Mexican.
There's a little bit of a logistic issues with the sombrero though. Is that I cannot wear the headset and the sombrero at the same time. So it's kind of hard. Kind of hard to listen to you guys and use the sombrero at the same time.
Okay.
But I can still handle it.
You're
Probably
like
my neck is gonna hurt tomorrow though.
like in a phone call when you're like that, just using the shoulder and the head to support the phone.
Yeah, this is the 90s style of using the telephone
Yeah.
with the cord.
Oh, esperen, creo que encontré algo dentro de la piñata.
Okay.
Please tell me it's not something bad.
Dulces. Tequila.
Una salsa de habanero, no sé por qué está ahí.
The secret spot for the salsa.
Es que la tenía aquí en mi mesita de al lado, pues. No vayan a creer que sí hay salsas en
That's
botella.
how we Mexicans store the salsa.
On piñatas.
I actually need some water. I will go for a bit in a
I
moment.
I used to have a lot of sombreros. I actually played folk music and dance folk music, so I had a lot of costumes and sombreros.
I might have like we call it poncho, no jorongo. It's
yeah.
like a poncho, but like rainbow shaped probably. Well, rainbow colored.
Yeah, like there, what's it called? Sarape. There's something
Uh-huh.
called sarape too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aprendiendo
Yeah.
bastante.
I have my mariachi trompeta. Let me see if I can find it when I go
Wow.
for some water. It's like a really small one. Don't think it's the super ultimate mariachi trompeta. No. Oh, it's in English. What it is? Trumpet? Yeah, trumpet.
Trumpet. Yeah, I was thinking like it probably has a name.
Yes, there's an English word for that. It's just my
Yeah.
brain that is not working. I have a question for you guys. Like, you have tried doing like multi-language stream, like both English and Spanish. I know you at least. Dino has. I don't know you about you, Delta. Also, Ova in the background has done it. How hard is it for you to switch between languages, like being the Spanish mode and then ahora tengo que estar en inglés or some stuff like that. Like sometimes the chat ask questions in Spanish and then they switch to English and you need to like do this brain change thing. At least that's how I manage it. Like I have my brain in English mode or in Spanish mode, and sometimes it just like breaks.
Yeah.
I don't struggle that much with that. Are you were gonna talk? Okay, you're always gonna tell us.
Okay, well, is that am I going first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, the thing is that at least speedrunning is really popular in English speaking streams. The thing is, like you guys said, that there's like a Spanish speedrun community is growing, right? So I like, because of the nature of speedruns, I always try to do my streams in English, but most of my viewers are actually like speak Spanish. The good thing about my community is that they don't mind at all. So that's what I like about them. Like, it doesn't matter if I stream in English or in Spanish, they always stick around, and I don't have any problem at all, because Well, I'm Mexican, right? But I always and I wanted to speak English as well because I really want to practice my English. Like you already noticed, but my English is not the best. But that's why I keep like going for it, just because I really want to improve and practice. But I don't have any issues at all. Like if I start stream and someone speaks Spanish, like I stick with Spanish. If eventually someone speaks English, I'll switch. I don't have any problems at all with that.
Yeah, for me, kind of similar to Oba. I started doing it in English because also the first people that entered my channel didn't know anything in Spanish, and right now I'm normally like, yeah, like Oba said, like depending on, like if you're speaking Spanish, I can speak Spanish. I have no problem, and if you're speaking in English, I will just go ahead in English. In terms of like changing the mindset, well, due to different circumstances in life, I guess, like I have to use like both English and Spanish, like sometimes even more English than Spanish in my day-to-day basis, since I was like 15, I guess. I know I have my accent. I didn't learn English in like US or anything like that, but I have been I need to use English like for a while now. So for me, I'm just kind of used to it already. Like it's not a big deal, I guess. But yeah, like I don't know. I sometimes feel like some people might feel left out if I just speak one language or the other. So I just try to accommodate like whichever the preference is from anybody.
Yeah, I think that's kind of hard. Uh, like I don't know, deciding which language are you gonna be. Is your stream's gonna be mainly in English or in Spanish? But for the mindset, like changing your brain, I don't think I have any problem actually. Um, I think I practice a lot of English in my life, and I learned from when I was a kid. So it kind of became like a second language. But I'm very maybe not very fluent when speaking it, but I think I'm so accustomed to it that I can switch between it. And in my work, I use a lot of English and Spanish. Maybe that's why. but I know I get that it's difficult.
Oh man, no. This is pretty bad, honestly. So estimate is it's a suggestion,
Content.
right?
Like Delca?
Yeah, because these two deads, they're pretty bad. They're honestly pretty bad. I have to play like crazy now.
You can do it, don't worry.
All right, but I hope you guys do underestimate and you guys get PBs and world records so that we
Don't
stick
worry,
to
we got
schedule.
Sora. Sora is godlike in Adventure Time.
No se preocupen, no se preocupen, yo la
We
arreglo.
got 2 world records coming, so we should be fine.
Like Sora is world record holder in this game. Are you?
Yeah.
Ah, he's world record holder.
Otra vez yes, o sea, es meme, pero yes.
Is your name Sora?
Yes.
Is your second name Takarai? Is it?
Yes.
Are you a speedrunner?
Cuando adivina quién.
Oh, it's Sora. Yes.
Bueno, un poquito de lo que estaban comentando, de cuáles eran las dificultades o las situaciones que se les puede presentar al momento de streamear en ambos lenguajes, ¿no? Español e inglés. Y pues parece ser que hay algo en común que se utiliza día a día, ¿no? Es muy importante, no lo dejen como yo, aprendan inglés. Y pues nada, es básicamente eso, ¿no? También depende mucho de la comunidad, de cómo es que se sienten cómodos y también cómo se dé la dinámica junto con el streamer y la comunidad. Es muy, muy importante y bueno, aprovechando eso de que lo utilizan a diario en su trabajo, pues es también algo que les beneficia.
Something I really like is that many people from our communities are like actually here in the chat, supporting us, doing this mainly English thing, the stream. And that's really cool. They're very helpful. Love you guys.
Right, guys, I need your energy right now, not to die again.
Please don't do it.
Something I noticed about this game that's pretty cool. Well, first of all, you have wall climb, wall jump. I don't know how you call it.
Yeah, well,
Like
jumps,
you can do it in Super Metroid. I don't think you have it in the original game, right?
in the Game Boy version of this game, no.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I meant. Like they added some elements like from Super Metroid, and you can also do it in the air. Well, not the wall jump, like the
That's called the space jump.
screen jump, the space jump.
Yeah, and that actually, the space jump does exist on Metroid 2. I don't think it exists on Metroid 1, but it was introduced on Metroid 2. So
Let's
that's
go,
on the
first
original
try.
game as well.
Okay.
Another thing that it's on this game that it's not on the original one, it's super missiles. Super missiles were first introduced on Super Metroid, and they decided to add it here because they're like kind of a staple of the franchise as well.
Yeah, that's what I like about this game. It's like they modernized the game. Like the original game's fairly good, but I don't know. It's on a Game Boy. Very old.
Fun fact, it was actually the first Metroid I actually completed.
Well,
Yeah, the Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. The first one I played, it was Super Metroid, but I got stuck. I was really young, and there was a point in the game that I didn't know what else to do. But then I got the Game Boy one, and that I guess it helped me, like you said, that it was a little bit more linear. I guess at the end of the day, it helped me, and those two games just made me love the franchise. And I wanted to try all the games that come out, but I'm pretty bad at playing Metroid Prime because I get a lot of motion sickness. So
No.
I have tried, but I cannot stand more than, I don't know, 10 minutes on those games.
well,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I think Metroid Prime was the first one I played, but I was never into first-person shooters. To this day, I'm not very good at them, and I don't particularly like them. But my brother did, so sometimes we rented Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime 2, so we played multiplayer. I always lost because my brother was actually good, not not me. But it was very fun, the multiplayer in Metroid Prime 2. Yeah, I have a Vine. Yeah, you haven't seen me playing any first-person shooters, but it's really bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Yo recuerdo que el primero que jugué fue el Super Metroid. Pero
¿Qué te
me fue
pareció?
súper mal, güey, me fue súper mal. O sea, tenía 9 años y no supe qué hacer.
Sí, es que Super Metroid la verdad es que es un juego difícil, ¿eh?
Sí, realmente yo considero muy, muy grandes a toda la gente. De por sí, cualquier speedrunner es de aplaudir. Pero en especial, yo tengo dos juegos que es así. Si veo que los corres, es completamente mis respetos. Que uno de ellos es Metroid y otro es Mario 64.
También.
Fíjate que mi lista es muy similar. También son esos dos, pero también pienso Yoshi's Island.
Ah, sí.
Yoshi's Island se me hace que está también... No sé. Hay muchos juegos, como dices, que tienen un montón de cosas, ¿no? Pero para mí, como dices, esos tres...
Sí, son de mucho, mucho respeto. De hecho, ahí está el usuario, un corredor, o ex corredor, no sé cómo llamarlo. No sé cómo referirme a él, de Metroid.
Cuando eres un runner, toda tu vida serás runner.
Talk about the first game you start to speedrun. Oh, that's a good one.
Wanna go first?
Who's first?
No sé.
I can start if you guys want.
Okay,
Because
go.
I'm actually playing my first speedrunning game. This was the first one that I played, AM2R. Like I said, I always liked the Metroid franchise. It's my favorite franchise. And back in the day when this game came out, I was already a lot into speedrunning, into watching and stuff like that. And we were just saying, Super Metroid is just really, really hard. And it's also my favorite game, so I still don't know if I wanna speedrun that one or not, because I enjoy playing it kind of casually still. Like, I know the game really well, but I really enjoy playing it the way I do, and I'm not sure if I wanna learn the speedrun on that game, especially because it's also pretty hard. So when this game came out, I was like, well, I think this is the perfect opportunity. It's a brand new game, so everybody's like on the same playing field, and it's a Metroid game, and yeah, all that. Yep, that's how I started speedrunning, and again, I just really enjoyed it a lot.
It's nice.
Pedro.
Halo. I started with Halo.
No sé por
That's
qué
probably,
pensé que estaba en otro juego, pero
that's probably the worst speed game to start. Like, many people will say, yeah, like I run Super Mario 64, Super Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Battletoads, Contra. Like there are a lot of speed games out there, mainly retro games. And someone say, yeah, like I speedrun Halo. It's like crazy thing. But actually, it's a game I enjoyed a lot in my childhood, and I used to play it like 24/7 multiplayer. Then, as a nice guy without money, I couldn't pay the multiplayer fee that it's Xbox Live Gold in that time, and I was like, okay, I still want to play this, but I cannot afford playing it in multiplayer. So, what can I do with what I have? And I was like, okay, I can play campaign. And I started playing that, and I've never stopped it after that. Like, it just happened, and eventually I got really good at the game, and destroyed my life trying to get records. that's really bad. Don't go for world records. It destroys your head and your health. Your mental health, your sanity, it's in the game when you try to get world records. But yeah, that was my main. It's still my favorite game to speedrun. The difficulty is incredibly hard, and the RNG that is there it's ridiculous. But yeah, that's me.
¿Tú, Delca?
I started speedrunning like 5 years ago with Mega Man X, and I haven't sadly stopped ever since. I just noticed that I run a lot of games. I noticed in my speedrun.com page I have a lot, but it's Mega Man X is one of the only two that I actually kind of tried to get good times. And it's kind of my main game still. So even though it was my first game, I think it was a good choice. I guess I like it a lot. Yeah, it's Mega Man X.
No, pues yo no digo nada porque es lo mismo.
Por dos.
Por dos.
Yes.
Yes. No, pues igual. Llega un punto en el que te llega a gustar tanto un juego que buscas sacarle más jugo, sacarle más provecho, ponerte retos personales. Si te lo terminabas en 5 horas, buscas terminártelo más rápido. Y, bueno, al menos así me pasó y fue el caso igual de Mega Man X. Y pues de hecho es muy curioso porque gracias a cuando yo empecé esto, fue cuando conocí yo a Delca. Lo vi ahí haciendo stream en Twitch. Y bueno, pues mira, ¿quién diría que entrar a su stream gracias a eso estaría ahorita aquí compartiendo un tiempo con todos ustedes? Es muy curioso.
Como diría el Dino. Oh.
No.
Oh.
Como el Diano. It's like a love-hate relationships. It is. Like, speedrunning is something good and fun, but once it starts becoming something bad, like you know, you feel it when it starts to become something that you stop enjoying. That's when you need to take a break, or you will like start hating it.
Yeah, don't get burned out.
Yeah, that was the word. Thanks. Yeah, once that happened, everything goes badly. Like that was happening to me like early in this year. I was getting bored out of Halo actually, so I just took a really necessary break from that game. I didn't play it. I started playing other games, and that helped me a lot. And now I can play it again and enjoy it like the first time.
Yeah, I really think, and some people that I've known that speedrun also think that is like, also once you start speedrunning, even though you're playing a game for the first time, I think you don't see games the exact same way. Sometimes you're like, oh, this would work on the speedrun and stuff like that. Even if you don't plan on speedrunning this or that game or whatever, you start like, oh, I want a cut time like this. Oh, this could work and stuff like that when it's the first time you're playing a game. Like you always start looking for like strats and things to like just try to get it faster and things like that.
Yeah, that's.
I think it's pretty fun.
I don't know if that I like that, but sometimes it just kill the first time you play. Like you stop doing the gameplay as you normally do, and you start like going for strats.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Against walls and trying to break the game. You become like a glitch finder than actually a guy that wants to play the game.
Yeah,
It's a way to enjoy the game.
Yeah, we kind of did that. Well, there was like a speedrun competition, and we kind of did that with Mexican video game. Like I didn't even finish the game. I just stopped. I recognized something like, hey, I could kind of maybe do something here, and I stopped and doing anything and just tried to break the game.
Yeah, like I did the same. That same game we both were like playing that. And he's like, I gotta find some way to break this game. That's what Delca said. Like, I'm gonna find a way to clip out of these walls. And he eventually did it.
And I actually got it. I had the clip. It's like, oh, like my reaction. It was so good. Like I was right. I got it. I broke your game. What you gonna do about? Oh, you patched it. Okay.
After Pedro gets the world record.
Yeah, I got the record and they patched the game. That's sad. but
Yeah,
the devs actually, the guys who coded the game actually wanted to leave that, but the leader of the project leader, the project manager or whatever, forced them to patch that, and they were like, they were actually sad when
that
they
happened.
Had to do it.
Yeah.
It was really fun to see, and we really like it. And it wasn't something
that affected casual playthrough, I guess.
Yeah, like a casual player would do. Like you need to do some specific stuff to actually pull that trick. And they were but they tell us to patch it, and it's like okay.
Yeah, it happens, right? Whatever. We can always use other versions of the game, so it's okay.
We can also look for the day one version and try it.
Yeah, I have the day one version installed.
Is it still out there? Like, can you play that?
There are ways to do it, like not illegal.
Oh.
Like if you own the game, you can look for
the game files on Steam.
For the game files, yeah. I don't remember exactly how you do it, but you can kind of out them from Steam, and you can run it through Steam if you own the game.
Yeah, like if you own the game, Steam has the option. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be doing that with the next game from Romeo. I'm just waiting for it to be released. Because I kind of wanted to do that with Pato Box, but I didn't find a lot of potential because it's like a simple game. There's not a lot of movement in the story mode. But with Greek, it looks like it might have more potential to be break.
Yeah, Greek's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm so excited.
If anyone in watching this like wants to know what we're talking about, just Google Greek Adventures of Ashur.
Memories of Ashur.
Memories of Ashur. Thanks. Watch the demo. It's really like you wouldn't believe that's how many people are developing that one. It's really good to be true. Like it's a top tier indie game, honestly.
Sí, la verdad es que sí se ve muy bonito, muy interesante y muy roneable.
Muy good.
Who's developing that game? The same of Pato Box?
Yeah. I don't know if they're actually developing.
No, they're publishing it.
They're publishing
okay.
But the studio that it's developing it, it's also Mexican.
Yeah. It's Navegante Games. Yeah, I just looked for it. Navegante Games. They don't say where they come from, but yeah, they're in Mexico. Yeah, Bromio has been like publishing some games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they published Neon City Riders, which is by another Mexican
studio.
developer. Yeah, like they just published it, and they are gonna publish this other game. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that they're doing so good. Oh yeah, it's a small team. They're like 8 people in Navegante.
Let me see what else can we say here.
Así no.
I'm
¿Lo quieres
playing.
terminar? Estimado,
Ahí vemos, ahorita vemos.
ahorita vemos. ¿Puedes contar un poco de lore?
You know, how's it going? Explain us a bit.
Of this game?
Yeah.
Alright, we're like almost on the final section now. We're missing very few Metroids. We almost extinguished the whole Metroid life in the world. And actually, Karma hits Samus later on. The Metroids were the main predators of a parasite called the X-Parasite. And those things almost kill Samus later on, but they exist because she killed the Metroids. Right now, I'm gonna be fighting one of the most strongest form of the Metroids. It's called the Omega Metroids. You're gonna see them in a moment. You're almost there. That's the last Alpha Metroid in the whole game, and right now, on the rest of the game, it's only Omega Metroids left. It's like 4 more, and then we're gonna be facing the Queen Metroid and the Larva Metroids. The Larvas are the ones that most likely most of the people not really familiar with the Metroid franchise knows, and it's kind of interesting that they're just the larva ones, and they're like also they potentially are more powerful than Omegas, which is the most evolved form of the Metroid, because they just like take the energy of whatever they attach to. That's why they're like so powerful. Like every living being, they just take the energy from it. This part of the game also gets a little bit harder to move because we're so deep down into the cave, into this cave, that you can see that like almost all walls, the ceiling and everything is like super narrow, so that really makes it harder to properly move. This is the Omega Metroid. Ideally, I wanna hit him like when it jumps, you can see that it leaves a hit point in the back, like that one. When I hit the back side of the Metroid, it actually makes double damage, so I could kill these Metroids with just 3 super missiles, which is like ideal, but it's kind of hard to like really aim because like it doesn't stay in like very comfortable positions to shoot it when the back spot opens. So yeah, that's the first one of the 4 Omega Metroids. I just need to defeat 3 more of them, and then we're gonna be heading into the final boss, which is the Queen Metroid. Pretty much when Queen Metroid ceases to exist, no more Metroids can exist anymore. This game was kind of based, I mean not this game, this like lore franchise universe, it's kind of it took stuff from Alien. The director from Alien is Ridley Scott, and a little bit of a random fact, the main enemy from Samus, Ridley, it took its name from Scott Ridley, for those of you that didn't know that random fact, because they took a lot of inspiration from that saga.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I like the ambient, or like the feeling of the world. I don't know, like as I mentioned, that you get lost and you don't know what you're gonna find. That's kind of what they kind of took that element from the Alien franchise.
Yeah, and it's also like a silent type of game. Like Metroid games until like Fusion, they were like almost textless games. They like to tell a story. Like you could get some hints and like lore from like Destruction Booklet and things like that, but a lot of the things you had to like kind of imagine what was going on. Like you probably have like a quick intro and that's like pretty much it. And I really like that, but I also like Fusion. Fusion is another game that I really like. It gets a little bit of hate for the same reason you were telling, that it's a little bit more linear. and the game kind of tells you what to do.
Yeah.
But that was by design, because on these games you're like on an unexplored planet kind of thing, and Fusion takes place on a human developed environment. It's inside a research lab, so they did that on purpose, that game felt a little bit less like you were lost in a planet, because it's a space station that you have visited before. Like, you know what's inside there, and you know like the team behind it and all that. So I don't know, I really do like that game. So yeah.
All the Metroid games are pretty good. I haven't played all of them, but they are very fun, all of them. Maybe there's one that might not be very good, but I don't know.
I think the one that is not very good is Federation Force.
Okay, that's okay.
Other M, I have not played it, but just a very little bit. But from what I have seen, gameplay on Other M is actually good. It's the storyline that it's bad.
Yeah, it's a story, and it's also kind of linear, and they force you a lot. Maybe, like you mentioned that from Infusion, but I think it's a little more exaggerated in that game.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get the suits? Like, it's not that you get them; it's that they give you permission to do it, to use them. Like, okay.
Yeah, not all the games do a really good job explaining why you cannot use the power-ups you already got from previous games.
Yeah.
But on that specific one, they did the worst job. It's like, yeah, you have it, but you don't have permission to use it. Like, even if it's like a life or death situation, yeah, until we will give you permission, you cannot use this. Like, what?
Yeah,
I'd say it's not.
I'd say it's not a bad game, but it might be like the weakest one. But I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, if I had to put some like from the main line, because this is the thing, like, other reason why people hate Other M is because it kind of invalidates the lore from the Prime series. So in theory, Prime series is not canon anymore because of Other M. So yeah, there's a lot of people that love the Prime series, so that's why they don't like Other M.
That's also that.
But from the main like 1 through 4 and Other M and the Prime and all that, I think the one that I like the least is the one from the 3DS, which is another take on this same part of the story. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad game, but I don't know. It's the Metroid that I probably like the least. And I like it, but not as much as the other ones. It just feels weird to play.
Yeah, that's what I heard about the game. They added a lot of things, and a lot of things, like, they might sound good in theory, but maybe they don't work with this specific game. That's what I heard. I haven't actually tried it.
Yeah, if you like Metroidvania games, this is definitely a good game. If you like Metroid games, like Metroid, and you have not tried this one, I advise you try it. I won't tell you how to get it though, because in theory you cannot get it anymore.
You cannot.
Just do Google. Just do Google. You'll be good.
Yeah, Google will tell you that you cannot get it because you cannot get this game anywhere.
I'm gonna call Dino Señor Fernandez from now on.
Señor
Fernández Cano, por favor.
Ajá.
De hecho, se nos estaba pasando una cosita. Hace un momento el que participó fue Delca y se nos olvidó comentar un poquito acerca de su canal, ¿no? Para que pasen y lo apoyen directamente. Si les gustan estos runs, pues vayan a apoyarlo a su canal directamente, por favor. ¿Podrías ponerlo en el chat, Delca, porfa?
No sé si se pueda.
Pues aquí estoy.
Escribe, di saludos.
Sí, hola, aquí estoy. Además, ahí en pantalla están los canales de los 4.
De hecho,
para que nos sigan, si les gusta este run de Metroid. Y los que vienen
si les
ahorita.
gusta lo que hace Dino, síganme a mí.
Síganme a mí. Yo lo hago mejor.
Si les gusta Halo, sigan a Dino. Si les gusta Castlevania, sigan al Pedrogas.
síganme a mí.
Yeah, if you like speedruns, all of us speedrun a lot of different things. But if you like speedruns or want to know more about it, you can follow on our channels. It's right there in the screen.
Okay. So something quick I gotta say here, like just remember that Unidos Online is a 3-day live stream event presented by Latinx in Gaming, Niantic Games, Epic Games, Twitch, and the support of the IGDA Foundation, alongside Bungie, 343 Industries, Riot Games, NCSoft, Red Bull, and many others. Feel free to check the content also provided by Unity, IGN, Kinda Funny, Team Xbox Latinx also, PRGDA, Team Liquid, and also many others that are participating. So thanks for this space.
Gracias.
Saludos, saludos. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, this event, for what I remember, it's kind of part of the Spanish Heritage Month, something
The
like that,
Spanish
right?
Heritage
Yeah.
Month, yeah.
Sorry, if we don't know much about it because it's not a thing that exists. I think
It's
in
not a
Mexico.
thing in Mexico.
Yeah,
We need
so-
to specify that.
Yeah, so we might not be aware of the full thing, but I know it's kind of happening right now, right? So
Yeah, sorry,
it's
sorry
pretty.
a lot for that.
So it's pretty, it's pretty cool that for that we are here. A lot of Mexican speedrunners showing speedruns from different countries from Latin America and Spain. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I already said it, but I'm gonna say it a lot more because I really think it's a good opportunity to show some good games.
No, get out of here. Oh man, that almost got really scary. All right, goodbye, Estimate. It was nice meeting you.
Goodbye, Estimate.
It's only
Yeah.
like 4 to 5 minutes more tops. We're like
No
on the very
way.
last section of the game. Those Metroids were the lava Metroids that I was mentioning. They're pretty common in like all the Metroid games. It's the form that people normally know how a Metroid looks like. But a Metroid can also look like this guy right here. He's the Queen Metroid. So yeah, let's do this. We take a very specific amount of missiles throughout the whole game because the HP of this boss varies depending on the amount of missiles you have, like in total, like not the ones that you have at this moment, but the total upgrades you took. So there's a very specific way to kill this boss, and that's like the most of the route is based on that, like on the missiles that we take, because we could take more missiles and in theory kind of save more time instead of doing refills, but then this fight would be longer and yeah, it would be very different fight. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of refills here for this fight actually. I kind of lost count. I was explaining how the fight works, but I had to be counting my missiles. So I'm just gonna like kind of improvise. Oh, that was not good. The idea is to leave this first section with 45 missiles, regular missiles, and 8 super missiles. I just have half of the supers that I needed. We're gonna be fine. This is fine.
We're fine. Once overestimate, always overestimate. Don't worry.
I cannot go back anymore, right?
Yeah. We gotta say that actually, like, Metroid is not an easy game, so it's understandable.
Yeah, there's a lot of places where you can die in Metroid games. They're not friendly. It's very dangerous environments. So I cannot damage this boss with my regular beam, as you can see, but I can damage this boss with bombs. So if I don't have missiles, I can just use my bombs. But let's see. Oh, I got a few.
I think this boss was very simple in the original game. Was just shoot him and she stays in that place. I think, I don't know.
Yeah, it was definitely easier than here, kind of thing. If you knew what you were doing the first time that you arrived to this boss in the Game Boy, you're just looking at like a turtle type of creature going crazy, and you're like, what the F is going on here? It just feels pretty weird, but yeah, it's definitely simpler and easier. And you don't move inside like the cave. You always stay like on the exact same place. So I really like the little bit of changes they did to this boss design for sure. So that was it. That was the last boss on the game. And now we find a baby Metroid here that we're not gonna kill because, I don't know, Samus likes baby Metroids, I guess. They look cute. Look at that little guy that it's gonna open the path for me. Thank you, little guy. Appreciate it. And actually, like we were saying about bad karma earlier on, that Samus almost dies for killing all the Metroids. Well, she actually doesn't die thanks to saving this baby Metroid. In Super Metroid, spoiler alert, if you have not played it or you don't know the lore, this baby Metroid saves Samus's life, and that way Samus is able to actually kill Mother Brain forever. Forever until Other M, where they did a clone of Mother Brain for reasons, I guess. I don't even know why. But yeah, like this baby Metroid, it remembers that Samus, it's like its mom, I guess. And it saves Samus in Super Metroid. Otherwise, Samus would be dead. But yeah, I don't know. I like it a lot. The story, the lore, the whole universe of Metroid, and I hope that Nintendo doesn't forget that they were supposed to be developing Prime 4. Like, it was announced at a point in time, so hopefully they actually do it one day. Although I would be more excited if they someday announce Metroid 5. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed AM2R, the second part of the Metroid storyline. And yep, that's time right there.
Oh, Luca,
Hey.
you there?
Thank you very much.
Problemas.
Hey.
Hey,
Here.
GG.
Thanks a lot for the GGs, guys. So once again, my name is Mr. Dino. If you like speedruns like Cuphead, Messenger, this type of games, or retro gaming like SNES games, make sure to check me out, Mr. Dino 023. And we're gonna be seeing next. Is it Pedro next?
Yes.
Pedro
Yes.
with Mulaka. I highly advise you guys to stay here because that's gonna be a good game.
Oh, what's coming next? Okay.
Hola.
Saludos. Hey, we're back. Sorry, some issues by my side, but got them fixed. Okay, guys, so this is Mulaka, a Mexican indie game. I actually prepared a glitch already that we'll be using at the very end of the run, so not gonna say too much about it. I'm actually gonna run in profile too. This is just because this is the profile where I prepared the glitch and I need to have it over there. So yeah, I'm gonna start. I think I have everything here. Yeah. So this is Mulaka, the indie game by developed by Mexicans. As you can listen there, that's not even Spanish. That's Tarahumara. That it's a dialect of the native Mexicans of the north part of the country. And this is a game where the audio is in Tarahumara. We luckily got subtitles, but yeah, all the game is in that dialect. Right now I did a quick travel that it's gonna teleport me to the same part of the level. I just skip a quick fight there. There's a lot of fights in this game. I'm gonna skip most of them. Also gonna skip a lot of objectives, a lot of puzzles. I'm just gonna go straight to the bosses and kill them. There are different doors in the levels that you need to open with some stones that are like keys. We also have ways to skip it, to skip all of them. So right now I'm gonna just keep running. I'm gonna also kill the enemies because in the top right corner you can see that I have three lives. I have the ultimate or the finisher bar and my mana bar. Those are the three indicators. And I just like skipped like, I don't know, probably 1 hour of playing the game by just running and jumping and skipping parts. So yeah, guys, I just explained that. While I kill this boss, you can say stuff. How's it going?
Tell us, what's Korima?
What's good? Actually, in the dialect, according to a friend, it means money or like exchange thing, something you use to buy stuff. So every time you kill something, you get Korima, and actually you use that to buy in some power-ups later. We're not buying them because it's slower. They actually help and count towards the 100% of the game, but we don't need it to finish the game. All these enemies that I'm gonna be fighting are actually based in the legends of the Tarahumara culture. The developers did a great job porting what they saw in the glyphs and in the stories, and made them an asset in the game. Right now we're something called Sukurame, that is like the Avatar, like like in the cartoon, but the Mexican Avatar, you can call it. You got the power of the gods or the demigods that help you to restore the balance of the world. Right now I'm gonna quick travel to the next city to skip a cutscene. The good part about this speedrun is that if you want to run it, this doesn't spoil anything. We actually just go to the bosses and literally skip all the story, all the story, everything. We just like run. For example, here we do some parkour in the city. Also, all these maps and scenarios are based on real parts or real cities. I don't know, nature parts. I don't know, like places that you can find here in Mexico, in Chihuahua specifically. Right now, I'm gonna harvest some chia. You guys know what chia is? It's a plant or something like that we use for like to put it in food and medicine and stuff like that, right?
Agua de limón.
Yes.
Sí, para hacer agüita de limón.
Sí. It's a plant that we use like for that stuff. Well, in the game is actually used to craft a bomb. So now I have bombs made out of chia, and all the plants here are actually that. Luckily, don't try this at home. Luckily, there is a glitch that lets you throw bombs without wasting them. So I just need to have one in my inventory. And here we're gonna fight against the King Mantis, also known as ¿cómo les llaman? Champamole? Something like that?
¿Campamocha?
Yeah, Campamocha, thanks.
Mocha, okay.
¿Champamole?
Champamole.
So right now I'm just fighting it. This is not fair because I actually, at the very start of the fight, I move it to a place where it cannot do anything. I broke the AI basically, and now I can just kill it like that using the Super Sukurame finisher, and I already wasted all my capabilities of that. The good thing about harvesting plants is when you harvest the very first one, you get the craft with just one. After that, you need to use like 3 or 4. So yeah, we're using all the things that the devs found that Tarmaris used and put them to something cool. And right now that totem there, out of stone, it's actually one of the demigods or the representations of that, and gave me the power of transforming in a bird. I can't remember what type of bird this is, but it's something like Mexico related. I'm sure about it. And there's these orbs of magic that you can call them mana that lets you fly and transport for different time, for more time. And also with the bird, I have the power of going through the walls like this and enter to zones that I shouldn't be entering by now. And then we are in this cave. This cave is actually another place where you can actually go in Mexico. I just can't remember where it is. Now I'm gonna skip more puzzles that I should be doing by going like this, using some bird parkour. And now I'm completely out of bounds. You can notice that this is out of bounds because there's like an Easter egg over there. That's a character of another game made by the developers. Hunter's Legacy is the game.
Hunter's Legacy,
yeah,
I remember.
They just put it there randomly, and there's a lot of Easter eggs.
Was he dabbing? I know.
I think it is. It is actually dabbing.
Yeah, I just saw it for a second, but it looked like he was dabbing.
And with this super trick, I just skipped like another 3 hours of doing puzzles and getting and collecting items. So yeah, no spoilers again. Bye bye to everything and see the boss.
Yeah, I think they put a lot of Easter eggs like this in the game. I think you found all of them.
Yeah,
a lot of.
I really wanted to get that. Oh, I actually. Okay, this is good. Wait, no, bro, please open and bring the worm. This is actually like a ghost worm that sucks your soul.
A Metroid.
Like the Metroid.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna do the platform here. In the Tarahumara culture, or Raramuri, I think is what it is, and Tarahumari's language, I'm actually confused about that. What?
I'm pretty sure there's 2 different communities. Like one of them are the Tarahumaras and the other ones are the Raramuris.
Okay.
Like they're 2 different ones, as far as I know.
Oh, nice.
My mom is from Chihuahua. I should know more of this.
Okay, so here what I was gonna say is that according to that, so men have like 3 souls or something like that, and women have like 5. So that's what the lives are representing there. And I did the mistake of throwing my bomb without doping it. I'm still bad at doing that with my controller, with my new controller. So I'm gonna harvest one more and then go again up there. The bad part is that now that I came here, now there's a lot of invisible things. Well, you can see it like little orange dots that are following me, and they take a lot of, and I take a lot of damage from them. You can see if I activate the supervision there. The supervision, it's actually called the Sukurame visions, lets you see through the stuff. Why I cannot kill that? Is this bad?
I don't know. You're the one playing.
I don't know.
You should know better.
What happened here? Okay, he died there. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared about being so blocked. This would be the first time that happens, honestly.
Oh yeah, the marathon classic.
Never happened before.
Never happened before.
Literally never happened before. Okay, let's see. I need to destroy every single mouth here. Probably. Okay, it was bugged. Okay, it was dead, but the mouth was actually there. I was scared. I was really scared that I was, because this fight is one of the longest in the game. I cannot get more chia. That's sad. So now we're gonna go to this statue here. Game saved. We unlocked that, and now we have the next transformation that the demigod gave us. It's optical. Not gonna use it in the first like 40 seconds probably. Here there's a lot of puzzles you gotta do, but you can just again go through this hole here and go directly to the boss. The bad part is that we are getting to the boss really fast, but is one of the slowest bosses and the most RNG dependent in the game. Yeah, that's bad. He likes to do that. When he shakes, we lose time. We need him to not shake, please. Frog boy, please. Oh, it's 3 times in a row as well. Come on. Okay, let's go. That's what we wanted to do. We want him to like do that, and then throw the thing. Now we're gonna give him some food. Where's the food? Okay, here it is. We have now the bear, and we can use it to destroy the big bullfrog guy. So I'm gonna use the combination of all my skills: the hard, the soft hit, and also the bird transformation. Okay, this is bad. Okay, again shaking, that's bad. I only got...
I like the way he runs. I don't know if it was you or somebody mentioned that it looked like something, but I don't remember. Like the run animation.
Oh yeah, the run animation is something many people like. In the Tarmar culture, actually, like they consider themselves like professional runners or something like that. Like
right.
it's big part of their culture.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are the Raramuris, and they're crazy good, like really, really good, even without tennis shoes.
Yeah.
There was...
Like, they run, with the bare feet, and they're like sometimes like top times in Mexico, like in very different marathons.
There was a marathon in France, I think, that a woman got like 3rd place running with the native clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Alright, I think it's pretty cool. Well, I guess game development is still not such a big thing in Mexico, but I think this is an unexplored area. I don't know. I like when you take a lot of Mexican stuff and put it into a game or a movie or whatever. I think it's not made. It's not. Mexican culture is not represented enough, like outside of the usual things, right? But like representing different cultures, because there are a lot of cultures, a lot of
there's a lot of different. How do we call them in Spanish? I completely forgot. Like cultures, native cultures,
razas,
culturas indígenas.
culturas indígenas, sí.
Yeah, like that. Oh damn! Oh, this is really sad. It started spawning this little blue thing that blocks my transformations.
Is that bear that you transform into also some type of Mexican bear?
I don't know about that one. Never looked for that.
So I was curious because I don't know many Mexican type of bears.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a slow fight. That blue thing ruined the cycle. I was transforming to throw the fish, and I couldn't. That was bad because it's invisible. I cannot see it. So probably this is gonna be my last fight. Yeah. Okay. So we're fine. That was Warriach. It's actually hard to pronounce all the cities.
As I mentioned, like it's cool that a game like this exists, but like Mexico is such a very diverse country that I'm from Veracruz, and I know like more cultures from that area, and it's nothing like this. Like, like they're nothing like the Nahuatl.
Uh-huh.
They're nothing like the Tarahumara. Like every region from Mexico has different cultures. Like they're so different. It look like they're from different countries, maybe.
Yeah.
So I hope there are more developers that take a lot of these things into consideration because it will be good to see more of this.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore that can be ported to games. That's for sure. Also, I already harvested corn that in the game gave us a rage potion that we're gonna use. So let's use the dance and use the corn to increase our speed and our power. Oh, that's good for second try.
Maybe
So,
God of War Mayan Edition.
yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah,
cool.
something along those lines.
Igual como dato curioso, podríamos mencionar el uso del maíz, ¿no? En
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
tiempos prehispánicos, que se consideraba pues casi como oro.
Yeah, the
Esto
corn was
sería
something very precious. Where it is? Okay, this is the next transformation. The demigod will give us the power. I actually ran through a stone, a waystone. You use it for saving, but just if you activate that one, you can teleport to it like that. So that saves me a bit of backtrack. And now I have the jaguar. The jaguar is the most powerful creature here because it let us break the game a lot. There's another picture of the developer out here, but I couldn't see it. That's sad. Okay, can come here, and there's this fight is really tough. One of the toughest fights in the game, but you can actually like get these three guys together and then use all the things you have. Like I used a lot of potion, bird transformation, a lot of bombs here, and they died really fast. That was a really good fight, honestly. I was getting bad fights in my practice run, so I'm saving time here. That's really good.
Let's go, Pedro. Save the time that Delca and I didn't save.
I need to
In
save
Pedro
time
we
because
trust.
it took me a lot of time to actually get the stream going. Okay, again,
Oh.
every time you see me going into Jaguar randomly is because there's an invisible wall there that I need to go through. So for example, here's another one, I think. Yeah, got it. And now I actually need to use the prey powers here to get the checkpoint here. And now I can just like return there without backtracking. That's gonna save a few seconds. That frog likes to eat me sometimes. Okay, we're fine. Now enter to this circle barrel. This is the only battle we're gonna do. I actually need more corn. If I can harvest corn. Also, there's something called aloe here that gives me health. Okay, I need to be careful here. I'm gonna throw my bombs to these guys. Okay, I got my corn thing. Let's go. I'm gonna use the rage potion to kill all these things fast. If they come to me. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh, vale. No me acordaba.
Now I need to do a spawn kill on one of these flying guys. He's one of the most annoying. Okay, this little scorpion took one of my lives. This thing here is really annoying. So totally worth wasting your finisher on that one.
Just that one.
Yeah. I actually activated the health regen there. Now we have the lava frog. It's dead.
Oh, bro.
The jaguar deals the most damage in the game, so
Are
really
there
powerful.
lava frogs in Mexico?
Probably.
I don't know
Travel.
many lava frogs from Mexico.
Me pareció ver uno la otra vez. No estoy seguro.
Okay, we quick travel. I need to see. Okay, I got this snake. That's really good. Sometimes if you quick travel in the wrong moment, you don't get the snake, and not getting the snake is soft locking the game literally. So I'm really glad I got the snake. You normally don't do quick travels during this because there's always cinematics or cutscenes you wanna watch. And then there's the big trick of this level. I need to count like 10. Okay, now gonna randomly transform into bird. I will explain that once I get the trick.
Sí, probablemente es como dice Paco, una versión de Pokémon mexicana. Encuentras un sapo de lava.
I'm not getting there. Okay, I got it. That's kind of tough. I'm glad I got it. So basically, the game has this mechanism that if you start falling after 12 seconds, also another Easter egg here, after 12 seconds you will teleport back to the safety zone. So you transform to reset that timer, so I can fall upwards a lot of for a long distance and just climb this, because there's a lot of puzzles and a lot of fights you need to do to get to this boss. Now I'm gonna try some RNG manipulation. This is why the snake is very important. It has the ice power and it freezes things, so I can just kill stuff. I'm actually gonna wait for my bear again, and then this is the most damage you can deal to this guy. 333 health, that's really good. And then there's a lot of attacks he can do, like that one. I want him to do the punch one, so I can freeze it. That's good. Actually gonna wait a bit because I want this hit to actually hit his head and do a bit more of damage. Okay. Bump to the head. 160. That might be a 3-cycle fight. If I get a 3-cycle fight, it's gonna be incredible. I haven't got one in my practice runs yet, so... Okay, he did that animation. That's really good. Please.
Me disculpan un momento.
Okay, got the 3 cycles. That's a lot of time save. Let's go. Because after that, if you don't get the 3 cycle, getting the plants to in order to use the snake, it's really hard. It takes a bit more time. And also the snake can climb mountains, and that's actually something that I read somewhere that it was believed that the snakes could do that, so that's intended.
There are some snakes that kind of fly though, like they jump from like trees to trees or from like really big stretches.
Yeah.
And they do that exact same motion that this snake did, and I mean they don't fly, but they kind of float, like they fall very slow.
Yeah. And now we're out of bounds again, skipping a large portion of this level because there's a lot of puzzles here that you need to complete. So right now, using the snake just to go to navigate out of bounds saves a lot of time. So yeah, like we're here. And through all this level, or actually the game, you kind of feel bad because you're killing stuff that it's not actually bad. It's just by the end, we're not gonna watch that probably, but by the end they explain you that the evilness of the humanity corrupts the nature, and that's why all these guys are actually bad, because it's our fault as humans that are not doing good things. So I'm gonna fight against this guy. This big tree guy has these little pimples. I actually don't know what they are, but call them like that. That we need to destroy with our spear. Somehow our spear is the tool that makes the most damage to that. Okay, so I wanna actually now use the jaguar to automatically climb here and destroy 2 more. The order is always the same here, so if I can... No, oh, I wanted to get that one, sorry, before that happened. Okay. Now let's go here, kill this other one. I can sometimes get wrecked by one of the frogs. Luckily there is no frog here. Okay, this can be bad. I need to be careful. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, sometimes when that happens, you end falling all the way down.
And climbing again on top of this guy is not as easy because the branches I used to climb disappeared, and I would have to use a different method. Please, the last one. Okay, that's good. So let's go back to the end. This is the last level. Here, there's we should just fight against every single boss we already fought in the past. But as I said before, I prepared a glitch. So basically, if you fight those bosses, if you do the boss rush, the state of the boss rush is stored in the RAM. So whenever you play in a different save, you actually don't need to do that boss rush because the game thinks you already did it, because it pulls the memory state from that other save. And as you can see, there's like 5 triangles there shining. That means that we're ready to get to the final boss. Because it would be kind of tiring and repetitive to show again the same bosses and the same methods. So now we're just gonna fight against the Teregorori. It's how you call it. It's like a dog made out of oil. There is a lot of manipulation here. It's kind of scary when you don't know what to do. But once you know, it becomes kind of easy. So it's 3, not 2. I miscounted there. Now it's gonna show us its car and then use the Jaguar. As I said before, the Jaguar makes a lot of damage. The only problem is that you like need to go through the enemy. So using it against the big rock guy would be bad. So the first, tell me.
I was gonna ask you because I remember. I think there was a time that you ran this game, and the glitch kind of like deactivated, and you had to do the boss rush or something like that, right? Like if you die or something happens.
Oh, I completely forgot to prepare the glitch that time.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, let's do it like this. So I actually did the boss rush.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now the first 2 cycles are always the same, like claw attacks. But right now I just need to adapt to the... Okay, I clipped through the wall. That's something that can happen. But as I said before, there is some backup strat because after 12 seconds I'm gonna teleport right here. Oh damn! I couldn't do that thing. If I hadn't transformed into the Jaguar, I could have teleported earlier and actually hit the heart. Okay, I'm not clipping again, thanks. That clip was... That's scary. If you don't know that after 12 seconds you teleport, you probably would start just transforming like a crazy trying to get back there. Without knowing, you just need to wait. I think that 10-second mechanic was made because of this. I actually wanted to kill this guy fast. Now I'm gonna wait a bit more. Okay, let's go. Show me your heart, thanks. It takes 4 cycles, but probably it's gonna take me 5 now. I just need to dodge here. All these guys that are coming. Every time he does an attack, I just like dodge. Here in this one, it's faster to fall into the... What is this, like the vomit or the puke? Actually, I don't... like, I don't know what it is. He just like speeds that. It's faster to just fall there because it stops the animation and you continue. Okay, again, let's dodge the falling things. Oh, okay, this is bad. This is bad. And I don't have, okay, I'm actually gonna lose a bit of time just because safety. Oh boy.
You only have 1 minute, Pedro.
Yeah, can you show me your heart, please? show me your heart, boy. Please.
You just met him. Why are you asking for the heart so fast?
Okay, that's all. That's time. How do I stop this?
like that. Okay, so that's basically how you do it. Oh boy. Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna make it in time. Yeah, but that's all the game. No spoilers. This is a spoiler-free speedrun. So yeah,
Nice.
thanks for watching. Thanks for stepping by, guys.
GG's, Pedro.
Yes.
And now we should just like move on because there's gonna be like the credits you cannot skip. So I'm gonna need to watch them. And this is actually
Ojito, un minuto salvado.
Ramuri. Ok. Pero no, what's... ustedes me dicen que no tengo el stream.
Ahí sigues, aquí
Ah,
seguimos.
ok. Here we're... Ok. Oba, ¿puedes tirar paro con el mensaje otra vez de Unidos, porfa?
A ver, dame un segundo.
Es que yo no puedo altavear, vato, se me minimiza.
Sí, exacto.
Alrighty, so Unidos Online, let's talk about a little bit of that. Unidos Online is a 3-day live stream event presented by Latinx in Gaming with support from IGDA Foundation. We will celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month with game showcases, let's plays, and talks on topics from Latinx culture to game development, highlighting the intersection of Latin culture and all things related. Bam.
Thanks.
Bam.
And then the credits has this little mini game where you can destroy the letters and actually get points and score stuff.
What kind of Smash Brothers is
Mm.
Probably was based on that, to be honest.
That's pretty cool. I like this game. I like watching you speedrun it because I have not played it.
Yeah,
Spoiler free.
spoiler free.
Spoiler free.
Okay, what's next? Oh yes, Adventure Time by my boy Sora.
Yeah, we're waiting for
Yes.
take us out. Hello. Reminder to the Mexican developers that you can hire us as testers.
As testers, please.
Yeah, please.
Oh, just say bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye.
Next one is Sora. Next one is gonna be Sora.
lo dejaste en AMD. A ver si no nos lanzan mientras me drogo con Vaporru, güey. Olvídalo, güey.
Ok,
Güey,
parece
huele chido, huele muy rico.
que ya estamos. Podrían.
Ya estamos hechos.
Ok.
Creo que sí.
Arriba con el
Es
vapor.
broma.
Ok.
Hola.
Una disculpa por los problemas técnicos. Pero ya quedó, amiguitos, no se
Ando
preocupen.
enfermito.
Pues bueno, este jueguito es Hora de Aventura, Adventure Time, Feeling Jake Epic Quest. Yo soy Sora y pues vamos a estar aquí con Pedro, Dino y Delca, los mismos de hace ratito. Pues nada, vamos a empezar, ¿no? La categoría va a ser normal y comienza el timer justo cuando yo tengo control de fin. Vamos tantito. Listo. Ok, pues básicamente el juego trata de llegar al final, avanzar por todos los stages y derrotar a los bosses. En este caso hay una mecánica que implementaron, es la utilización de pergaminos, los cuales nos dan poderes. En este caso me interesa en este nivel conseguir 2 paintwork, ¿vale? Tenemos uno. Ya con uno de hecho podemos avanzar, pero es más seguro que tenga 2.
Y la cosa con este juego es que los scrolls que te dan son al azar, ¿verdad?
Exactamente.
No puedes planear tanto cómo te vas a pasar el juego. O sea, sí tienes como que un plan o algunos scrolls que quieres sacar, me imagino, pero...
Sí, de hecho justamente llegamos al punto en el que queremos Golden Wing. ¿Cuáles son los Golden Wing? Es el pergamino de color rojo con una letra en M. Entonces lo que hago en este nivel es básicamente salirme y volver a cargar la partida para poder pues conseguir ese pergamino que necesitamos. Ok. Puede ser, básicamente es de suerte. He intentado buscar alguna manipulación, pero por el momento todas han fallado.
Sora fue el primero que implementó esta idea de recargar el nivel para para tener un scroll que busca, supongo.
Justamente para eso queremos las Golden Wing, llegar a este punto y poder llegar a la parte final del nivel. Hay algo que pasa, que cuando nosotros entramos a esta parte final y cargamos el siguiente nivel, nosotros mantenemos el poder del scroll. Entonces por eso buscamos la Golden Wing en este punto, para poder esquipear 2 cosas. Y de hecho aquí tenemos mucha suerte, podemos recuperar las Golden Wings que utilizamos, ¿vale? Que son estas. Y vamos a abrir este cofrecito. Ok, perfecto. Esto ya me asegura el primer mundo, por así decirlo. ¿Por qué? Porque necesitamos 2 paintwork para poder matar a la bruja. Se escucha un poco raro. Y pues nada, les puedo contar un poquito acerca del juego. Como lo comentaba hace ratito, el juego fue lanzado en la página de Cartoon Network y después se encargó un estudio argentino que se localiza en Buenos Aires de hacer un port en HD y agregando otras cosas. Ok, perfecto. Esto es una situación de suerte que me den unas Golden Wing aquí. Como lo vieron, son muy útiles a lo largo de todo el juego para saltarnos varios pedazos de mapa. Entonces ahorita lo que vamos a hacer es conseguir una manipulación de una aparición de un enemigo. Ok, voy a agarrar este de acá porque también me sirve muchísimo. Ustedes ya lo verán más adelante, es Lady Rainicorn. Vamos a manipular la aparición de un enemigo, el cual va a hacer que si tú lo golpeas, te dropea muchos pergaminos. Entonces, pues, los vamos a... Bueno, no son pergaminos, son páginas del Inquiridion. Bueno, para los amantes de la saga, seguramente saben de lo que estoy hablando. Y
Me gusta
bueno,
mucho ese juego porque tiene muchas referencias a la serie. O sea, todo, básicamente. Los personajes y elementos así.
sí, exactamente. Tiene
Y de
muchísimas-
las primeras temporadas, que es lo más chido.
Ok, aquí hacemos la
Nada más
manipulación.
conozco al...
Vale, perfecto.
No, que yo nada más conozco al perro.
Ok, lo que no quiero es que me sigan pegando tanto ahí, ¿vale? Uno, ok, perfecto, recuperamos Golden Wing. Así es que nos vamos de aquí. No agarramos esa página porque es dinero. Lo difícil de esta run es aprenderse qué poder te da cada página. Y son bastantes, no solamente son 5, son como 20. Ok, vamos bien. Ah, bueno, y les comentaba, hicieron el port. Y pues bueno, por eso fue que decidí demostrarlo aquí en este pequeño evento. O grande evento, como lo queramos ver.
¿Estos son los de papas y helado?
Exactamente.
Ah, entonces sí conozco los guantes o no sé qué les aparece que nada más dicen papas y helado todo el día.
Sí, justamente. Papas y helado.
Ya conozco 2 personajes, 3 papas, helado y el perro.
Ok, ok, no, ese no me sirve. Es para subir nivel, pero optimicemos la ruta de forma que no es necesario agarrar tanto nivel. Ok, casi todos los niveles se conforman de llegar a la parte final, que es ese teleport que es como circular, ese agujero, hoyo negro. Pero hay unos niveles en los que te pide encontrar un artefacto. De hecho, en este nivel hay uno. Vamos por él. A lo largo de todo el juego voy a estar agarrando igual llaves, porque como bien lo mencionaba Delca, mucho de este juego es RNG, es suerte. Entonces tienes que... Ok, vale, vamos por acá mejor. Tienes que saber qué hacer con lo que te da el juego. O sea, no siempre te da lo mismo. Entonces es bueno saber gestionar las Golden Wing, la Lady Rainicorn, sobre todo para las partes finales que son muy largos los mapas. Y ya con esto, pues como vieron, te saltas mucho del nivel. Realmente lo difícil es eso. Y los bosses, pareciera que al ser un juego de Cartoon Network que fue en la página, no tendría mucha dificultad. Pero afortunadamente hay un strat que encontré, es una suerte de stun lock, en la cual pues básicamente trabamos al jefe y no lo permitimos moverse. Pero bueno, ahorita ya lo verán, no se preocupen. También lo que me gusta mucho de este juego es que tiene un muy buen soundtrack.
Sí, y bueno, andamos teniendo unos problemas de audio, así que probablemente no nos escuchamos, así que
Ok.
a ver si lo arreglan ahorita.
Pero el video está bien.
Sí, se ve, nada más que no se escucha nada del stream.
Ok.
O sea, sí se escuchaba, nada más de repente dejó de escucharse.
Sí, se le bajó el volumen.
Creo que se escucha, sí, la verdad se escucha, pero muy bajito.
Ok. Vale, llegamos al primer boss. Es complicado porque es completamente RNG, lo mismo. Para no variarle. No sabemos dónde va a aparecer. Ok, perfecto. Paintwork. Aquí la strat es pegarte a ella y dispararle los paintwork. Es básicamente fuegos artificiales pero de pintura. Ah, ok. Referencias a la serie, obviamente.
Por lo que veo, las reacciones del chat, me parece que ya se arregló.
Ok.
Sí, ya lo escucho bien.
Ok, perfecto.
Sí, la cosa, creo que ya lo mencionaste, pero me dio curiosidad que los jefes fueran tan difíciles
Sí.
de ganarles.
Sí, justamente es lo que mencionaba ahorita. Parece, o sea, fue pensado para gente, pues niños, ¿no? Y al momento de que llegamos a la parte de los jefes es complicado, muy complicado. Ok, vale. Utilizamos nuestra segunda Golden Wing, esperando recuperarla aquí. Vamos a ver. Ok, no fue Golden Wing, fue Lady Rainicorn. Me vale completamente.
La novia de Jake, ¿ese?
¿Quién?
¿Lady?
Sí.
¿Lady Unicorn?
Sí.
Okay.
Ahorita la verán bien.
Novia coreana.
Ok. Ahí lo que hice fue agarrar una llave y upgradear nuestras armas. Cuando llegue a la parte del boss de este nivel, vamos a cambiar a Jake. Porque, ok, eso es algo feo que espero que no me afecte. Ok. Si te llega a pegar ese tornado, te invierte los controles entre comillas. Y digo entre comillas porque no te los invierte como tal, sino que te los pone aleatorios. O sea, puede ser que arriba sea a la derecha, abajo sea a la izquierda. Es muy horrible.
Eso sí está asqueroso, ¿eh?
Entonces, si te llega a pasar, ok, vale. Y estás en la orilla, te caes y inicias el nivel desde el principio. Entonces no queremos eso. ¿Vale? Igual es importante ir agarrando ciertos colores o ciertas páginas del Enquiridión. Les digo, afortunadamente pues me lo sé de memoria. Por ejemplo, ese que me detuve un poquito ahí, el morado, es comida, es HP, recuperamos HP. Agarramos, justamente es el mismo que acabamos de agarrar antes. Y vamos a agarrar este cofre, ¿vale? Ok, perfecto. O sea, no
todos los pingüinos se llaman Gunther, ¿no? En este juego.
Sí, todos los pingüinos se llaman Gunther por alguna extraña razón. Ok, ese cofre me dio la vida y creo que me asegura la ronda en general. Porque me dio una Golden Wing y una Lady Rainicorn. No, o sea, no pido más. Creo que me está tratando bien el juego por el momento. Ok, ahí al fondo vamos a agarrar una llave. Vale, y allá al fondo veo otra página. Pero, ok, no nos sirve. Lo que hacemos es irnos por acá. Esa es lluvia de espadas. No la vamos a agarrar por el momento. Benditas Golden Ring, nos permite skipear muchísimo nivel. Sobre todo en las partes finales, ya lo verán.
Te parece al Pedro que se transformaba en pájaro para saltarse todo.
Y el vato.
Sí.
Ok, me está tratando con muy buena suerte. No agarró, ¿en serio? No agarró el artefacto. Ok. Vale, no pasa nada. No sé por qué no lo detectó. Lo voy a dejar caer. Pero cáete. Esto lo hago con un objetivo. Si te caes te regresa al nivel anterior. ¿Vale? De hecho, por mera memoria muscular le apreté aceptar. Cuando no tuve que haberlo hecho, pero bueno. Nos quita unos segundos, pero no se preocupen. Esto se arregla.
Mi parte favorita del juego es cuando estás peleando con los jefes y Jake se pone a bailar en vez de ayudarte.
Ahorita ya lo verán, que estamos peleando y en vez de que te ayude tu compañero, en este caso dependiendo de cuál elijas, porque puedes cambiar entre Finn y Jake, pues tú estás pegándole a los enemigos y el otro se pone a bailar y es como de, tal vez me ayudarías más si le pegas también.
Hey, we hit 1K in donations.
Oh, nice.
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 Reminder to donate if you can. There in the chat is the link. If you can, please donate.
Exactamente. Acuérdense que todos estos días que está el evento, se está intentando recaudar fondos para estas dos asociaciones, ¿no? Así es que si tienen la posibilidad, ayuden, donen, hagan su aporte. Vale, hay unos niveles como este, en los cuales es más rentable irte caminando por cuestiones de ir agarrando páginas del Enquiridión y no gastar valiosas como Lady Rainicorn y Golden Wings para pasarlo rápido. En realidad es como de, bueno, por aquí abajo.
Oye, ¿cómo le haces para practicar un juego como este? ¿Reinicias el nivel muchas veces o...?
No, de hecho, la única parte que reinicio es el segundo stage, donde intenté manipular las Golden Wing. De ahí en adelante es como, de hecho siempre les digo yo en el stream, que es como si jugaras un juego randomizado, ¿sabes? Es como de saber qué hacer con lo que te dan y ya está. Eso sí, si te llega a tocar muy mala suerte, es saber para dónde ir, porque te pierdes, en los últimos niveles son muy grandes. Entonces sí, te puedes llegar a perder. Pero bueno.
De hecho, este juego no tenía, no tiene una comunidad así grande. De hecho, creo que nada más, aparte de Sora, hay una más. Pero realmente Sora, no sé cómo decirlo, como que rehizo o hizo muchas strats para este juego, que son las que están viendo ahorita.
Sí.
Digo, no hay forma como de manipular el RNG, pero al menos, por ejemplo, reiniciar el nivel y cosas así. Algo que empezó a hacer Sora.
Sí, justamente, de hecho, pues bueno, uno le va buscando, ¿no? Aquí manipulamos a este dude otra vez. Vale, Lady Rainicorn, perfecto. O sea, ya tengo asegurado el run, a menos de que yo cometa algún error. Ok, no hay nada. Vale, aquí vamos a empezar a utilizar a la novia de Jake. Ustedes se preguntarán ¿por qué dice tanto Lady Rainicorn? Ahorita la verán. Agarramos esta llave por cualquier cosa que nos llegase a pasar después, sobre todo en el último nivel. Entonces ya lo verán. Okay. Aquí tenemos que recolectar un artefacto para poder llegar al boss. Y justamente el artefacto, ese pergamino no nos... Ok, cuidado con el ataque de él, porque... Ok, esa hitbox no sé a qué vino. Como en la serie, ¿se acuerdan que los transforman en un piezote y en un brazote?
Güey, estaba bien lejos lo que te disparó.
Sí, sí, ya sé. No sé si se acuerdan de ese episodio en el que se junta con otras personas que transformaron para poder ganarle.
Sí, me acuerdo.
Ok, tenemos el artefacto y vamos a utilizar a Lady Rainicorn. Vamos a skipearnos mucha parte del nivel con esto, ¿vale? Ok, eso es mala suerte que esté ese lobo ahí. ¿Vale? Ok, no nos sirve ese. Agarramos una llave aquí. Pero agárrala. Ahí al fondo. Ok, Shadow. Y... ok, Golden Wings. En este punto ya tengo demasiadas Golden Wings y Lady Rainicorn. No me debería de preocupar. Lo que me preocupa es que no estoy consiguiendo Elefante de Guerra. No estoy consiguiendo Gold Party. Es un poco extraño, pero bueno. Ok, aquí cambiamos a Jake, que es el personaje que hace más daño. Este es uno de los jefes que más me molesta, sobre todo por cómo se mueve. ¿Vale? Vamos a empezar a hacer la strat del Stun Lock que les comentaba. Ok.
Y una pregunta del chat para Sora.
¿Cuál?
¿Cuánto tiempo te tomó volverte pro en el juego?
Oh. ¿Cuánto tiempo? Yo creo que el World Record lo sacamos en... ¿cuánto?
¿2 semanas? ¿Una?
No, en 5 días. Ok, estoy teniendo problemas por la aparición de Gunther. Ok, qué bueno que se movió del lugar. Eso no me gusta. Ok, no me está gustando la pelea. Ok, ahí, vale. Vale. Me concentro tantito. No.
Stun Lock.
Oh, genial.
Ay.
Ok.
Están raros los ataques.
Me está tocando una pelea muy horrible. Y probablemente no la termine. Y tenga que hacerla otra vez. Vale.
Sí sale.
Uy.
No, hace mucho daño. Es lo que les decía hace ratito. Los jefes, por alguna extraña razón, son muy difíciles de matar.
Sí. Y no es que sean difíciles, más bien que no se mueren. Les pegas y les pegas bien poquito.
Ok. Esto me ayuda bastante. Vamos a ver. No, ¿en serio?
Güey, sí, ahí sí le haces una porquería de daño.
Sí, ya se no está tan mal, ahorita el que viene después.
Ok, ataca por favor.
Venga, Sora.
Dices que no conseguiste elefantes, ¿verdad? Me acuerdo que los elefantes se usan mucho.
¿Ya vieron cuánto me hizo de daño el rayo? Me bajó la mitad de vida. ¿En serio?
No manches.
Genial.
Y el fin bailando. No.
Ok, lo voy a intentar para no perder más tiempo.
Oye, el teleport y el rayo.
Sí, exacto.
Sí.
Ok, genial.
Uy. Es que los quitos están viendo.
Mi compa dice genial, yo creí que iba bien.
Ok, no hay problema.
Y eso que está haciendo como que este Stone Lock y en cierta forma está consiguiendo muchos golpes gratis, jugando casual. Digo, no he jugado, pero se ve horrible los jefes. Les va bien poquito, no sé por qué.
Sí, en ese hack del Stun Lock 4 sí se ve.
Sí, y el fin está ahí nomás bailando.
El fin estaría mejor si le pegara, ¿no?
Sí.
Hay que haga paro.
Ya sé. Vale.
Vuélalo.
Velo nada más ahí, echando la pari.
Take it easy.
Le está echando porras al perro.
La situación del Stun Lock es un poco complicada, ya que funciona solamente cuando no hay textura de pared que detecte el boss, por así decirlo. Ok, eso es lo peor que me pudo haber pasado. Desperdicié una Lady Rainicorn. Si te pegan, te bajan de ella, vaya. Entonces, bueno, no hay problema.
Pero salieron como 40, ¿no?
Ahorita tengo 2 y 3 Golden Ring. Entonces, vamos a ver cómo arreglamos esta cosa.
Ahorita vemos.
Ahorita vemos, no se preocupen. Ustedes tranquilos y yo nervioso. ¿Vale?
Tienes 5 minutos, Pato, el estimado.
No, hombre. No, hombre. Ok, este es uno de los niveles que utilizamos correr. Entonces, según yo tengo Bomberman. Sí, aquí está. ¿Vale? Si nosotros cambiamos a... Bueno, como yo le digo Bomberman. Aumenta la velocidad del personaje. Es lo que requerimos para poder llegar al artefacto y después a la parte final.
Ahorita a veces estaba diciendo, sí tengo ese scroll, pero si se fijan no tenía el nombre porque cada vez que consigues un scroll no te dice cuál es. Pero el Sora se aprendió cuál es cuál, creo que por el color. Que trae.
Sí, exacto, por el color y por las formas que tiene la página.
Y son muchos.
Son bastantes. Y de hecho hay unos que no te dan beneficios. Hay pues que spawnean enemigos. Y es como, ok, gracias. Ok, me voy a ir corriendo. ¿Vale? No voy a utilizar otra Lady Rainicorn porque quiero asegurar esas dos para la parte final. Es lo bueno de este juego es que, les digo, tiene un buen soundtrack. Y digo, es disfrutable estar corriendo y escuchando eso de fondo, ¿sabes? Ok. Vale.
¿Esta zona en la que estás como de lava es la zona final o hay otra después de esto?
No, este es el reino de fuego.
Ajá.
No sé si han visto la caricatura. La parte final es como el reino de los muertos. Que de hecho me sorprendió porque yo pensaba que el jefe final era el Lich.
Sí, también.
Pero no es la muerte. El personaje que utilizan como la muerte.
Ok. Te siguió hasta acá desde los Castlevanias.
Sí, es muy parecido. Ok, Golden Wing. Ahí veo Shadow, ok. Ese pergamino de Shadow no me sirve. Esperemos que con mucha suerte en los siguientes islotes me den God Party, War Elephant, no sé, a ver qué me dan. Ok, me repuso las Golden Wing. Digo, ya entre lo peor que pudo haber pasado, bueno. Este nivel es... Ok. Vale, voy a utilizar Golden Wing. Que no es lo recomendado, pero les digo, me gustaría guardarlos para el final. Ok, Good Party. Nice. Si tú no tienes Golden Wing, si no tienes Lady Rainicorn, tienes que dar vueltesotas enormes. Mucha vuelta. Ok, esperemos que mantengamos las Golden Wing. Nunca había hecho este strat con aquí. Ok, vale. Lo mantenemos. Shadow no me sirve. Cuidadito con ese pequeñín porque te roba y, y eso está feo, no roben.
Robar es malo.
Robar es malo.
El Loba juega el nuevo Zelda y yo lo veo robando un montón de cosas.
Ok,
Oye.
Una pala y un arco y no sé qué más.
vamos a utilizar aquí, aquí está, Fiona y Cake, para ir más rápido. Ok, Bomberman nos va a servir para la siguiente parte.
En defensa de Loba puedo decir, güey, que hace uso de productos que no se iban a vender.
Bueno. Buen samaritano, va.
Prefiero usarlos él, güey, a que se echen a perder. Tienen de polvo.
Ok, abrimos este cofre. No sale nada. Qué novedad. Ok. Me preocupa un poco el hecho de que no estoy consiguiendo elefantes. Que ahorita voy a tener que improvisar un poquito o hacer un stun lock perfecto. A ver.
¿Los elefantes son buenos para los jefes entonces? ¿Por lo que entiendo?
No sirven para los jefes, pero empiezan a spawnear enemigos pequeños. Entonces para eso sirve, para derrotarlos. Ok, tengo a la mano. Ok. Tengo lluvia de espadas. Y tengo... Creo que con esto lo puedo hacer, ¿vale? No les prometo nada, amiguitos. Pero bueno, lo tengo que hacer.
Venga, Sora.
Venga. De hecho, en el piso hay unas texturas de lava. Si lo hacemos bien, podemos atorar al jefe ahí. Vamos a intentarlo. ¿Ok? Y, ok. Casi.
Ah, sí, como... Ah, ok.
Vale. Eso no me gusta. ¡Ay, ay, ay! Me pega.
No lo pago ni la mitad.
Vale. Mientras tanto, Finn, bien, gracias, bailando ahí. ¿A quién sabe quién?
Te está echando porras, man.
Eso, Finn, eso, Finn.
Lo tiene enfrente, que le pegue ahí.
Ok, la pelea salió bastante bien. Vamos a ver. Ok. Vale, utilizo este pergamino de que es baba, así, literal baba, lo cual permite ralentizar a todos. Esto lo hago por save strat. Vale, en teoría deberían de desaparecer pronto. Ok, cuidadito. Ok. Vale, perfecto. Ya vamos a la ronda final. No deberíamos tener problemas, pero cualquier cosa puede pasar. Ya estoy acostumbrado.
Pero ahorita vemos.
Ok, me voy a ir corriendo aquí normal. Porque quiero guardar... Ok, una Golden Wing. Gracias, juego, pero ya no son necesarias. Ok, perfecto. Un God Party. Esto nos sirve precisamente para lo mismo que comentaba Dino hace ratito. Si bien nos sirve para el boss, nos sirve para matar rápido a todos los mobs que spawnean. Ok. Vale. Tranquilitos. Yo me encargo. Yo controlo. No sé si tengan algo que decir ahí.
Acá tenemos unas palabras. ¿Las digo?
Claro.
Saludos.
Saludos.
Yes.
Latinx in Gaming, founded in 2017, works to increase Latinx representation across the gaming industry. Between collaborating with studios to creating gaming showcases and connecting Latinx individuals working in games to opportunities to improve their skills, Latinx in Gaming promotes good cultural appreciation and representation in games and related content. Visit Latinx website, join the Discord, and follow on Twitter and Facebook.
Yes.
Muchas gracias. Yes.
Yes. Yes en inglés.
Yes en inglés. Ok, déjenme ver. No hay necesidad de comprar más cosas aquí. Por lo que vamos a poner Fiona y Cake. Para ir más rápido. Aquí hay veces que si no tenemos Lady Rainicorn o Golden Wings de sobra, sacamos 800 de oro para poder comprar una. Pero digo, tengo 3 Golden Wing y 2 Lady Rainicorn, entonces no hay ninguna necesidad. Vale. ¿Cuál es el siguiente nivel? Hay veces que se me olvidan, pero ya cuando veo el principio es como de, ya sé para dónde.
Ya recuerdo cómo
Ya recordé. Ok, perfecto, Lady Rainicorn. De hecho, creo que podría utilizarla.
¿Y este es para PC el juego?
Sí, te digo que en un primer momento fue publicado como juego en la página de Cartoon Network. Y después le hicieron el pedido a esta desarrolladora argentina. Hicieron el port, un remasterizado, porque es HD y con otras cosas nuevas. De hecho,
Okay.
lo pueden conseguir en Steam, es muy barato, está creo que en 150 pesos.
Mexicanos. Que son como $7.50 más o menos.
7, 8 dólares. Punto así, algo muy caro.
Ok, aquí es básicamente ir TP por TP, de eso se trata este nivel. Entonces lo que necesitamos es otro bomber, ¿no? Y sí.
Bomberman, vato.
La única cosa que no ayuda a Bomberman es que solamente te puedes mover hacia arriba, abajo, izquierda o derecha. No puedes ir en diagonal. Pero bueno, al final de cuentas se recompensa por la velocidad que te proporciona. Ok, agarramos el segundo artefacto. Y nos vamos para acá. Vale. Vamos bien, no deberíamos tener problemas. Aquí utilizamos Lady Rainicorn o una Golden Wing. No, Golden Wing mejor. No haya problemitas. No, pero tengo 3. Igual lo único que sí sería cambiar a Gold para no gastar el HP y cortar a Lady Rainicorn ahí. Vale. Por eso les digo, es muy importante conseguir estas cosas o estas páginas, porque te saltas muchísimo del nivel. Ok, y puede ser un poquito complicado, pero esperemos que todo salga bien.
Oye, ¿sabes si eso de saltarse el nivel fue a propósito o por ahí se le olvidó a los developers poner paredes invisibles?
Yo me imagino que es por el propósito, porque si lo notas ahorita acabo de pasar por una comida flotante ahí random.
Sí.
¿Sabes?
Sí, es una mecánica del juego. Igual y no esperaban que te saltaran todos los niveles así, pero...
Pues no creo que se me
la
digan
mecánica
que
es esperada,
aparte de ir por la comida te siguieras hasta esa parte, ¿no?
Obviamente si lo juegas casual pues no sabes a dónde ir y no te puedes saltar todos así.
Justamente.
Sí.
Justamente. Ok, aquí vamos a tener cuidadito. En la siguiente zona tenemos que ir para acá. Vale, vamos bien. Vamos bien. Perfecto. ¿Puedes cortar? ¿No quieres cortar? Ok, gracias. Vale, tenemos los 3 artefactos y vamos a la pelea final, ¿vale?
¿Corta cuando se le da la gana o después de cierto tiempo?
Lo puedes cortar con con otra página, pero ahorita no me funcionó. Ahí sí es un pequeño problema del juego, ¿sabes? Ok, tenemos todo perfecto. Vamos a aplicar lo mismo. Stun Lock. Eso, Finn, tú bailale. Demuéstrale quién es el rey de los pasos. Ok, lo bueno es que tengo 3 God Party y un elefante de guerra. Eso nos va a ayudar en dado caso de que empiece a hacer el spawn de enemigos. Ustedes ya verán ahorita. Eso, Finn. Enséñale.
Rífate, Finn.
Sácale brillo a la pista.
¿Esa es la muerte?
Sí.
Sí.
Ok.
Vestida de blanco.
Esa hitbox que siempre me trolea.
El Finn se cae parado.
Pato, le bajas una cosita de nada.
Imagínate pasártelo, o sea, yo sufrí la primera vez que lo jugué. ¿Vale? Bendito Stun Lock, facilita muchísimo el juego.
¿No hay una manera de aumentarte el daño?
Upgradeando las armas, pero por ejemplo el siguiente upgrade es hasta el nivel 11 y llego al nivel 9. Y de hecho sí que digamos, te sube mucho daño, ¿no? Lo único que te da es una arma de una espada de sangre para Jake, la cual pues básicamente roba HP. Mientras tú le pegues, recuperas el HP, entonces no hay problema.
Además está tan bueno en subir de nivel.
Sí.
Está muy raro eso, todas esas cositas de este juego están raras.
¿No será que grindeas más, a lo mejor, como dicen, de forma casual? Que te mueres y pues por eso grindeas más o algo así.
Es probable.
Pero
Digo, no sé.
Casual, no subías mucho de nivel, ¿verdad?
No.
Recuerdo.
Ok, ahí como vieron, tiene partícula de pared atrás de él. Y eso no me permite hacerle el Stun Lock, ¿vale?
Está bien lejos la pared.
Vato, es como si lo quisieras matar haciéndole cosquillas.
Ya mero.
De hecho, no spawnea ningún enemigo, eso está bien. Perfecto, GG.
No, yo quería ver los elefantes.
Lo hubiera enseñado.
Recuerden,
antes de...
amigos, el estimado es... ¿qué? ¿Es opcional?
Es opcional, justamente.
Es una sugerencia.
Es una sugerencia.
Ya están mirando los dos. Y Sora.
Y ahora sí, digo, por si no se había cansado Finn de bailar, bailamos en los créditos también, cómo no. Y pues bueno, espero que les haya gustado. Esto fue Adventure Time. Tienen Jake Epic Quest. Pues no sé, ¿tienen algo que agregar, amiguitos, para despedirnos? Por el momento, porque mañana tenemos participación nuevamente.
Pues ahorita todavía viene más, ¿no? Todavía después de nosotros, o
Yeah,
sí.
Somebody else after us, but at least we, the Speedruns community, we are done for today.
Yeah.
And well,
Sorry
we'll see you.
for the time steal. Sorry for taking a bit more time. Sorry for that.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow with some other awesome games. Yeah, I'll yeah, see you there.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Alright, guys, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.